We're live. Welcome. We're going to build an application live on here. Let me straighten out my monitor. We're going to build an application live. We're doing a world's first. World's first building an app on live stream is going to be going on in this stream. There's no one doing this in the world. We are going to take an idea from the chat. We're going to take an idea from the chat, and we're going to build it out on live stream. There's no one else doing this. There's no one else doing this in AI. We are going to do this. We're going to do this live. The goal is by the end of this live stream to have a fully working application live on the internet people can use. So here's what we're going to do. In a second, I'm going to use Claude Code built into Cursor. We're going to use Claude Code built into Cursor. We're going to take ideas from the chat. We're going to build out those ideas live. I'm going to build it here live through Claude Code and Cursor. I'm going to show you how to integrate the backend, put it live on the internet, put in payments, put in Stripe, and we're going to put the app live. It's going to be sick. There's no one else doing it in the world in live stream. So do me a favor. First of all, say hi in the chat. Say hello. If you got ideas for apps you're going to build, I got some ideas in the back of my head that I can take and start building. If you got ideas, go in the chat. I'm going to put this up now on X. I got 300,000 followers over there. So let's do this. Let's put this link live on X, and then we'll do this. What is up, Jay Plemons, Modelier, Llama Mama? Good to see you guys. Welcome. Welcome. Hi there. Good to have you here. Let me do this. I'm going to take this link. I'm going to put this live, and then we're going to start building apps, and it's going to be awesome. You're going to see a startup being built live on stream. I don't think anyone's ever done that. So let's do this. Let me take the link. Let me copy it. Let me put it live. How's everyone doing? Who's got an idea for an app? I'm going to take one of your ideas and start building it, and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to build it live. We're going to use Claude Code inside of Cursor. Claude Code inside of Cursor to build it out. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you guys. All right. Live building and shipping a startup live on stream. All right. Let me introduce you to Claude Code and Cursor. Let me just hit post on this. Hi in the chat. Join and say hi in the chat. Boom. Okay, post. Here we go. Let's do this. Let me pull up Claude. Let me pull up Claude Code, and we're going to start the party. You guys ready to start the party? New window. Here we go. Open project. I'll share my screen in 1 second. Programming, documents, new folder, live stream app. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start building this live. It's going to be awesome. This is the first live stream. I don't think anyone's ever done this on live stream before. I think this is, let me just give this a little pretense real quick. Let me give you a little pretense real quick. I think AI content's the future. I think people building content around tech, around AI is the future. I think it's going to be massive. I think there's something real here around building live in front of people, building live in front of others to watch. I can now, with AI, build an application live in front of you guys, and you can see how a startup is built. You can see it from the inside out. For those who don't know, I've built and launched startups before. I've built and launched Creator Buddy, which is an AI startup making about $300,000 a year, built it by myself, all using AI. So we're going to do it here. We're going to build it here. So let me share my screen. Let's do this. Here's what we're going to do. First time, we're making history today. If you're in here right now, you're a part of history, because we are going to be the first live stream in history to build an app live. This is going to be amazing. So let's do this. If you got ideas for apps, put them in the chat. If any of them are banger, I'll build it. And then if none of them are banger, I got a backup idea that I'll build out, and we'll do that. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, cool. Here we go. You all are a part of history. Congratulations. Julian, you're a part of history. Everyone's a part of history. Ani, Humphrey, why use Chrome when you use Microsoft Edge and Opera? Who the hell uses Microsoft Edge and Opera? I didn't know you had a YouTube account, but subscribed here as well as on X. David, Welcome to my YouTube life. I have over 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. All right, here we go. Let's share the screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to be building on Claude Code today. So this is Cursor. For those who don't know, obviously Cursor, the #1 AI app building app in the world. I wish I could make my face bigger in the corner. Oh, well. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into the, we're going to make this go on the right-hand side. And then we're going to minimize this. And we're going to hide this. And we're going to type in Claude. This enables Claude Code. Boom. Do I trust this file? Yes. And we are going to build an app live. So here's an idea. Okay, Lala has an idea. Choose plants for specific climates and regions and maintenance reminders. So what? It has like a list of plants, and then you could choose a plant, and you choose your location. It tells you how to take care of the plant. It's actually not a bad idea. I feel like everyone's buying plants nowadays. I feel like everyone's buying plants. We can build an app. We can build an app that has tells people where to. Okay, it would need to be powered by AI. You would need to have a database to list all the plants and all the information about the plants. Or maybe you just type in the plant. Maybe you just type in the plant name. Maybe you just type in the plant name, and then it gives you all the information. That's actually not a bad idea. All right, well, let's put that in the Rolodex. Let's see what else we got. That's actually not a bad idea. Create an app that can take $200 profits weekly with a $20 start. No idea what that means. My idea for an app, a micro CRM for niche freelancers. I am thinking about working on building a CRM for X into Creator Buddy. And for those who don't know my background, we got 52 people in here. I built and launched Creator Buddy, which is the #1 AI content tool of all time. It's doing pretty well, $300,000 of revenue a year. Doing well. So I built and launched apps before. We're going to build and launch an app here today. You can go to the edit button thing, your layouts are. You can resize the camera feed. Oh, yeah, you did tell me about doing that. Let's do that. Can we edit? Edit. Whatever. I'll leave it like this. I don't feel like edit layout. Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. I gotta move you. Here we go. Move this, make this bigger. Oh, I'm bigger now. I like that. Okay, thank you, Ani. I'm bigger now. Thank you. Save. All right, we're and then I moved it away the moment I friggin' reset it. Of course. Oh, there we go. Got it. Boom. We're bigger. All right. Creator Buddy is worth the money. Alex, why aren't you streaming on X as well via StreamYard? The reason why I'm not streaming on Excalibur is because streaming on X is absolutely pointless. There's no live stream section. There's no discoverability around live streams. There's no monetization. So what's the point? There's no discoverability. Like, they don't push live streams on X. There's literally, YouTube is a very valuable live streaming platform to be on because people can subscribe, they can do super chat, they can join, they can do whatever. There's discoverability. They push, your live streams out. X does none of that. So what's the point of doing that? Live streaming on X is valuable if you've never live streamed before and you want to practice live streaming. But if you're trying to build a business and grow and get discovered by new people, there's no point on streaming on X. There's no live streaming platform there. And now I feel comfortable saying that because Nate's gone, so I can say that without alienating one of my friends. YouTube, way more valuable for live streams. All right, so we can build the plan app. That'd probably be pretty simple to do. The other idea I had, I could probably do a poll here, right? And we can do a vote on this. Can I do engage with your audience? Plus, start a poll. Okay, so here's the question. Plant app or YouTube transcript app? So the other idea I was thinking for an app is a YouTube transcript app where you can enter in a video and it exports the transcript of the YouTube video and then generates tweets based on that transcript. That's the other idea because I want to implement that into Creator Buddy eventually. So those are the two app ideas. Plant app or YouTube transcript app. Can I edit? Okay, plant app. We're going to vote on it. YouTube transcript app. Start poll. Here we go. Poll has been started. You should see this now in your chat in YouTube. See, another thing X can't do. No polls in X. The plant app is you enter in a plant And did the poll end already? Or okay, yeah, there we go. You enter in a plant and it tells you how to take care of it, how to water it, where based on your location and all of that. The YouTube transcript app is you enter a link for a YouTube video, it exports the transcript automatically, gives you an AI analysis of the transcript, and generates you tweets based on that transcript. Those are the two options. Let's see what we got here. YouTube transcript apps at 65%, plan apps at 39%. YouTube transcript apps winning right now. What about an X Spaces transcribe app? They don't do that. You can't get the transcript of Spaces because they just don't give you that. Haha, that would help a lot, Ani. I think I'm gonna build that, an X Spaces transcript app. Good luck. You're not gonna find the data anywhere. They gatekeep that stuff. They gatekeep that hard. You got a point. X is definitely not for live streaming. It's a text-based platform. It just is. Also, with live streaming on X, the watchability was just useless. No one watched more than 5 seconds. Okay, so it looks like the poll is complete. It looks like the YouTube transcript app is what we're going to build. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to build and launch a YouTube transcript app. Here we go. The base. All right, so let's do this. Let's go into planning mode. So what do you see on your screen's cursor? We have Claude Code up. Can you do it through Creator Buddy since it has access to the X API? The X API doesn't give you transcripts of Spaces. That's not data available. It's just not data you'll ever get anywhere. They don't make it available through any API. All right, let's end the poll. YouTube transcript app 1. We're going to build a YouTube transcript. Llama Mom, I'll build you a plant app on the next stream. Okay. 24 votes. Pretty good. See, that's good engagement. X doesn't give that type of engagement in anything live stream related. All right, here we go. So you see cursor up on your screen. You see Claude Code on the right. All we do now, I'm going to hit Shift Tab. That's going to put it in plan mode so that we're going to build a plan for the app. And then I'm just going to tell the AI what I want to build. I want to build an app where a user can enter a link for a YouTube video, which then exports a transcript for the video, does an AI analysis and summary of the video, then creates tweets about the video. Let's build the plan. So here's the thing. So we're on cursor. We're in Claude Code. That's what you see over to the right. Claude Code is the most powerful AI coding tool in the world right now. And what we're in is in plan mode. You can see it in the bottom right. And what we're going to do is we're going to plan out the app. So I'm telling it in plain English what I want the app to be. And you can do this. If you have an idea for an app, you go into Claude Code or the agent and cursor, you go into plan mode, and then you say, hey, this is what I want to build. How should we do this? Build me a plan, right? There's two modes. You want to do plan mode, then execute mode. Plan mode, then execute mode. You plan the app out, then you execute on the plan, right? So we're in plan mode. We're going to get the plan, then we're going to execute. Then we're going to plan some more, then we're going to execute. So the plan is this. I want to build an app where a user can enter a link for a YouTube video, which then exports a transcript for the video. Does an AI analysis, gives you a summary, then gives you tweets. Enter. Now Claude Code is going to go and build out this app. Is this step supposed to be similar to Replic's interface? Similar. Yeah, so Replit, works like this, where it's an AI and you build it out. I don't think Replit is as good as what I'm showing you here. Replit is just not like a local IDE. It's not a local development environment, so it doesn't have the plugins or the extensibility that like a cursor would have. And then also Claude Code just the smartest. It's smarter than Replit. It can do more things independently. It supports every programming language. Replit's agent doesn't support every programming language. Like I don't think you can code in like Next.js, which is like the most popular web programming language in the world. So it doesn't make sense. Let me research the project. Okay, so here we go. We're in plan mode. I don't know how well you can see this. I'll help you create a plan for building the YouTube video, transcripts, provide AI summaries, and generate tweets. Let me first understand the project structure, then give a comprehensive plan. Okay, so we're going to research YouTube transcript extraction methods and APIs, design app architecture and tech stack, determine the analysis. So it has a plan of everything we're going to do here and made a to-do list for us. So it has a to-do list of researching the APIs and how we're going to get transcripts, designing the architecture and the tech stack, determining how we'll do the AI analysis, and then plan out the UI and UX. So let's design the app architect. Oh, it's already gone. It just went straight into it. I didn't even have to enter. It's just executing. So it is doing research right now. It is doing research, a web search into the best tech stack for YouTube video analysis app 2024 Next.js. So it's doing research on the internet, which is pretty sick, about how we can get the transcripts for videos. I'm so glad you're doing this, Alex. I don't know. Why does it put the comment over my face? I hate that it puts, you should be able to see my face at all times. Don't put the comment over my face, StreamYard. I'm so glad you're doing this, Alex. I've been having so many problems using Claude within Cursor. Excited to see you make something like this. Yeah, we'll explain it all. We'll explain it all. We'll explain how to do, how to use Claude Code, what you do when you run into issues, what you do when you run into challenges, everything like that. Feel free, if you're watching this right now, 43 people in here right now, feel free to get in the chat, ask questions. Happy to answer any questions you have on AI coding, building stuff, startups, content, whatever you want, AI tools, all of that. So it's still doing the research right now. Web search, AI video, transcript analysis, summarization, API. Okay, so it's looking into the APIs that can get the transcripts. That's pretty cool. It's going to figure out the best way to get the transcripts from the videos, which is going to be sick. This is going to be cool. I think this will be a cool app. This is something, I'm building this because it solves a problem for me, right? I want to be able to come up with tweets based on YouTube videos. And this is the best way to build startups, is you first build an app that solves your own problem, right? You build something that solves your own problem, because the worst case scenario is you just made your life a little easier. The best case scenario is you built a business and make tons of money. That also makes your life a little easier. Are you set on YOLO mode when you vibe code? For Claude Code, I do. For Claude Code, I go into YOLO mode because I trust it, because it's yet to mess up for me. Midstream ads are frustrating, says JLo. Is it giving you midstream ads? Are you getting midstream ads here? Is that what's going on? I mean, I'm a monetized account, so I guess it's giving you midstream ads. Bear with me through the midstream ads. It's how I pay for all my Claude Code credits. So there we go. Also, YouTube Premium is pretty good. I recommend YouTube Premium. Sorry if this is a dumb question. How do I get to where you started? Never used Claude or made an app before from scratch, says Kyer Roselle. Kyer, good question, my man. Good question. There's no dumb questions. In Alex Finn videos and live streams, there's no dumb questions. So Kyer, let me say this. Here's where I would start. I would start with bolt.new. So the web URL is bolt.new. And the reason why I recommend bolt.new is it's a straight up AI prototyping app. So Claude Code, the AI agent, by the way, is still going. It's still doing research and planning all this out, which is pretty amazing. So as we go here, bolt.new is an AI prototyping app. And what it does is you give a prompt and it builds out the prototype of the app, right? What I'm using here, Claude Code's more for building out full applications. Bolt.new is more for prototypes. But here's the thing. It's cheap. I think you can use the free tier a ton without even logging in. It's simple. It's easy to use, and you instantly get an app back, right? And so what that does is it helps you learn the language of AI, right? It helps you learn the language of how to talk to the AI and, you know, how to prompt it to get results. And so you practice with that, right? You practice with bolt.new. You practice with bolt.new, how to talk to the AI, how to build prototypes. And then when you're comfortable, you download Cursor, which is what you see here. And Cursor allows you to build full applications and get more in-depth with prompting. Also, real quick, everyone hit the like button down below. Hit the like button down below. How many likes we got? We got 9 likes right now. There's 53 people in here. Let's get this to 50 likes. Hit the like button down below. I appreciate it. Helps spread the app and share the word, and helps with discoverability on YouTube, which X does not have. X does not have discoverability. So hit the like down below. All right, here we go. So we have the plan. We got Dividendology on the stream. What's up, Dividendology? Good to have you here, man. For all the people that just joined, we got a bunch of people that just joined. We're building an app out live on stream. The idea we're building out is we're building a YouTube transcript app. Is Bolt similar to Lovable, says Magnum MFer. Yes, they are the same, except I get better results out of bolt.new. I've tried both. I've tried Bolt, I've tried Lovable, I've tried V0, I've tried them all. I just consistently get the best results out of Bolt.new. Just is what it is. They're all basically the same app, except Bolt.new gives me the best results. So for those just joining here, we're building a startup live on air. We came up with the idea for the startup in the chat. The idea of what we're building. Let me go full screen while I describe this. The idea of what we're building today is we are building a AI YouTube app, an AI YouTube transcript app. You put in the URL for the YouTube video, it exports the transcript of the video, and then the AI goes in and gives you an analysis of the video, analysis of the transcript, builds you tweets based on the transcript, gives you a summary of the video so you can learn things. We're building like a YouTube AI video app, which is going to be sick. And the goal is to launch it. We're going to try to launch it live on the live stream. I can't go for 10 hours, but hopefully in the next couple hours we can get this launched, which I think will be cool. No one else is doing this. So I think it'd be cool if we do it, right? Let's do legendary things. Let's do different things. Here we go. Okay, great to see Alex. Great to see you, the weekly talk. Is this going to be available to watch after it finishes, says Gabriel Andino. 100% it will be. This is on YouTube, so all live streams are replayable. So if you go to the live section of my YouTube profile, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, and then you can go to the live section and watch the replay. Also, make sure to hit the like button. Like on the YouTube video. Like. It sends it out, helps out with the algorithm. Okay, here we go. Is Cursor the one you're using? Yes, we're using Claude Code inside of Cursor. So the app we're using to build our apps today is Cursor with Claude Code inside of it. So Claude Code is this side panel you see here, which in my opinion is the most powerful AI coder, builder, vibe coder in the world. I have so much to learn. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for this, says Liberty Gal. Hey, I'm just here to help. All right, let's look at the plan the AI came up with. So we told the AI what app we're building, and then it came up with a plan for us. So here's your plan for the YouTube video analysis and tweet generator. Build a web app that extracts transcripts, front end Next.js. For those new, you want to use Next.js for your web apps. It's like the most standard web tech you can use to build your app. Backend, okay, so it gives us all the tech we're going to use, core features implementation. It's going to use the YouTube transcript API. No API key required. That's great. Create API endpoint to extract the transcripts, and then support multiple languages, and then store the transcripts for processing, okay? And then in AI, we're probably going to use OpenAI to get a summary, key takeaways, topic extraction, sentiment analysis, and generate tweets for us. That's great. User interface will be simple. All right, let's do this. Would I like to proceed? Yes. So now it's going to start building it out. And as we go here, I'll pull up the app on the stream so you can see what the app looks like as we go. You can see what it's looking like as it builds. And I'll give you tips and tricks as I'm doing and how to get better results out of the app. But this is going to be sick. We're going to build an entire app, hopefully launch it. Hopefully launch it live on stream. Here we go. Great. I'll now start building your YouTube transcript. Okay. So it came up with a bunch of to-dos. So it's going to build out the base application for us, install the core dependencies, set up project structure. I'm going to say one real quick before we continue. Please use Supabase as the backend. Thank you. As a database. Thanks. I always say thanks for the AI. Please continue. I always say thanks. When the AI becomes sentient and can walk around, I don't want it to kill me. So I tell it thank you. I say please and thank you. All right. Do I want to proceed? Yes. So it is going to start building out the application. So what it's doing now is it is building out the technology behind the application. So Next.js. So do I want to proceed? Yes. And what you can see here in a second is it's going to start writing all the code for the application, which is going to be sick. And then I'll be able to show you the first part of the app as it builds. So here we go. Create, yes, and don't ask. So now I'm putting in YOLO mode, so it builds a whole bunch of things out for us. Is Bolt similar to Lovable? I answered that. Bolt.new is better than Lovable. I know this is all AI, but what's the ideal tech stack that these AIs can manage? Like one you used for Creator Buddy. Yeah, the ideal tech stack is What you want to do when you choose a tech stack to build upon is you want to choose one that's popular and well documented. And the reason why you want to choose ones that are popular and well documented is because when AIs do research and AIs start doing planning and start building things out, they rely on the web to do research about that technology, right? And so you want to choose well-documented, popular technologies because then the AI, when it's doing research, can find a lot of documentation and build better. So you want to use Next.js for the front end. Next.js is very popular for building front-end applications. I like Supabase for the database. It's very popular and well-documented for the back end, the database. Let's keep installing the dependencies here. And yeah, I mean, here's also the thing. You don't need to make these decisions yourself. You can talk to an AI, right? You open up a chat bot or you talk to Claude Code and you say, what tech stack should I use for this? What tech stack would you recommend? I'm a beginner. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. What do I use to build this, right? So you can also rely on the AI to make those decisions as well. So very, very simple. Hopefully I don't share any API keys during this live stream. That would be bad. That'd be a way I lose a lot of money. So hopefully we don't do that. So as you can see here on the left-hand side, it's building out all the code, right? It's building out all the components. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. All the code's being written by the AI right now. I'm just sitting here. I'm sitting back. I'm enjoying it. I'm drinking a little bit of water. And we're enjoying the show from the AI. It wants to make directories. It wants to build the back end. Was your Supabase connected from prior interactions with Cursor? When you tell it to use Supabase, is it using your personal preferences? So it doesn't know anything about my personal preferences. This is a brand new instance of Claude Code. So what it's going to do is it's just going to install Cursor, and then it's going to install Supabase, and it's going to say enter your API keys from Supabase, and which I'll show you all how to do, and then you're good to go. You enter them in, and it's connected to your Supabase, which is sweet. Let's see what we got here. Update to-dos. Okay, so let's look at the to-do list and see where it's at right now. We're at 31 likes. That's sick. You guys came through with the likes. Shout out you with the likes. Hit the like down below if you learned anything. Update to-dos. Configure environment variables in Prisma database. Create YouTube. Okay, so next it's configuring all the environment variables so that we can put in the API keys for Supabase and the AI and all that so that we can power our application. Alex, kudos on this. Quick question. How did you pop up the question to the screen? Says Achilles. StreamYard. I use an app called StreamYard to live stream this. It's very easy. You go to StreamYard.com. You then type in your, connect it to your YouTube. Then you hit start streaming. And then it has like a bunch of built-in tools to share your screen and put comments on the screen so you can do this. Bada bing, bada boom. And there you go. Okay, so it's creating a YouTube transcript extraction API endpoint. It's implementing the AI analysis service. It's just building. Listen, I've been talking to you the entire time. This AI agent's going on just building everything. Look at the to-do list. It built this entire to-do list and just been going down there, building out all this code. How much technical knowledge did I need to get to this point? Zero. It's just doing everything on its own. People are like, oh, do I need to code? I'm going to make a video on, do you need to learn to code in 2025, by the way. You don't need to learn to code to do stuff like this. It helps. Knowing how to code helps for sure. But you don't need to know it as it goes. You could still do this. That shouldn't be a blocker for you. It shouldn't be a blocker not knowing how to code. How much coding have you seen me do so far? And it's still going, the AI agent. That's how good Claude Code is. Like the stream, says Ani. I agree. Do you use the free version of Supabase or the paid? So I personally use the paid version. The reason why I use the paid version is because I have an app called Creator Buddy that has a lot of users. And so I want better performance, faster performance. I don't want it to crash. So I pay $30 a month or something for upgraded storage, and it performs better. It gives me more computations. But Supabase has the most generous free tier. You don't need to pay any money to do anything I'm going to show you today. It's free. Everything I'm showing you, well, Claude Code costs money. Claude Code, you have to be on the $17 a month. That's $17. Let's go over cost real quick of what we're building there. As this goes on in the background, it's just going over there. It's just going. Let's go full screen just to give you a little dopamine hit switch here. Cost of what we're doing today. Cursor, free. Claude Code, $17. Supabase, free. OpenAI API, it costs you like 4 cents, but whatever we do here is like 4 cents. That's about it. $17.04. But what are you potentially opening up here? You're potentially opening up a huge economic opportunity for yourself where you build an app, you sell it, you make tons of money. It's worth the $17 investment, and you're getting better. You're improving your skills. Let's get back to building. Let's get back to building here. So we're building out our startup. I want to launch this. What did I name this? Building and launching a startup live on stream. That's a good title. So what are we doing over here? So the AI is still going in. Right now it's creating a front end and UI. Okay, cool. So in a second, I'll be able to show you the front end. $17 a month isn't anything if your app makes $30,000 a day. That's facts. That's super facts. It's an investment in yourself. It's an investment in yourself. Shout out Creator Buddy, changing lives for content creators. If you tweet on X, get Creator Buddy. It's the best AI tool in the entire world. If you're on X, get Creator Buddy, creatorbuddy.io. Knowing how to prompt is more important than knowing how to code. Though by knowing how to code, I can sometimes coach Cursor so it doesn't churn in circles as it sometimes does. I mean, that's a fact, right? That's a fact, modelier. Prompting is definitely a very important part of this. And yes, knowing how to code does help you, like, not get into trouble, not go into circles over and over and over again. But at the same time, like, that shouldn't be your blocker, right? You have an opportunity to build an entire application. And the only reason I'm talking to you full screen mode here is our AI is working for us on the right-hand side. It's still working. I'm in YOLO mode here. It's still working and building all the code out. I've done zero coding, and we're going to have a full application in a second. You have such a tremendous opportunity building stuff with AI, and you shouldn't let not knowing how to code be the blocker here. Yes, it makes it a little easier if you know how to code, but that shouldn't be. Just because something's difficult doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Just because something's like a challenge. Oh, that's a challenge. I can't do that. That's a challenge. Shut up. Do it anyway. Who cares if it's challenging? Just do it. I'd be curious. I'm going to do another poll just as this goes along. I'm curious. How did you find this stream? I'm curious, of the 50 people in here, how many are from YouTube? How many are from X? I'm just curious where people came from. They found this from YouTube or X. This is my first time live streaming on YouTube. How often do you have to review code? How often do you have to review code written by Cursor since you know how to code? I do not review the code written by Cursor unless it's like broken. Then I'll review it. But even if it's broken, I can still go back and go to the AI and say, hey, why is this broken? What do you do? What do I do here? How do I fix this? Right? For Creator Buddy, right? Thousands of people have used Creator Buddy. I haven't written a single line of code. I started building that last August. We launched 5 months ago now. We've made hundreds of thousands of dollars on Creator Buddy. I have not written a single line of code in Creator Buddy. Not a single line of code was reviewed or written by me. Everything was done by AI. Everything. Do you use Cursor to do backend things and V0 for nicer UX? No, I do Cursor for everything. If you know how to use Cursor, you don't need V0 or Bolt.new or Replit or anything except for Cursor or Claude Code. I just use Claude Code. But if you know how to use Claude Code well, you don't need any other tool to code. One other thing, someone else said, oh, you should be good at prompting. That is true, but I also wouldn't recommend, like, people like, here's a thread on 20 different prompting techniques, or here's a 4-hour masterclass on how to prompt AI. I wouldn't do that. I didn't take one class on prompting. I didn't do one thread on prompting. I didn't do one practice prompting thread or anything like that. I just kept prompting the AI, and you get better as you go. And then you see results, then you change your prompt on the results, and you get better and you sharpen as you go. So I don't think you need to do like any sort of AI prompting class or anything like that. Here's what it comes down to. Just do it. When it comes to AI, don't learn how to code. Don't learn how to prompt. Don't learn anything. Just do it. Just use it. Just go. And yes, you'll suck at first, but you'll get better as you go, and you'll eventually be elite. Everyone's quitting and giving up. Just do it. Just prompt it. Stop overthinking it. You don't need to be a prompt master. Stop listening to the people. Oh, you got to know how to prompt to do this. You got to know how to prompt to do that. No, shut up. Just do it. Just prompt yourself and you'll figure it out as you go. Prompting is something you learn by doing. Yes. Oh, what did the poll come out to? 17% YouTube, 83% X. Okay, I'm fine with that. That's fine. I'm happy. I'm happy people found me from YouTube on here. Discoverability on YouTube. Great, fantastic. I'm soon to start vibing my website for setup. Is there a set of rules you copy into your Cursor project to start? Yes. I didn't do it for this, but yes. I'll go into that in a little bit, kind of the Claude rules and everything. All right, so look, let's see what the AI did. AI test the complete flow. All right, so it built it out. npm run build, so it's done. Let's run this. npm run build. So this isn't going to work because I didn't enter in the API keys, right? I didn't set up the database, but let's see if the front end at least looks like anything, if the front end was built out. Okay, so it's going to fix some errors. So it tried building and it got some errors. So now the AI is going back, and I didn't even need to say fix it. It's just going back and fixing it. How long ago did you start? Says tennis is life. I discovered Cursor in August 2024. Well, I discovered it before then, but I started seriously building apps with Cursor in August 2024. So that's less than a year ago. And then I started seriously building my app in August 2024 and finished it in January 2025 and launched in January 2025. So in the span of August, September, October, November, December, January, 6 months, I went from using Cursor seriously to launching my first application that's making money. I wrote a post on this yesterday. 6 months can change your life. 6 months changes your life. In 6 months, your life can dramatically change. It's June 19th right now. If you, the moment this stream ends, goes to Cursor, downloads Cursor, even if you've never coded a day in your life before, let's try running this. Start building an app. 6 months from now, December 19th, it's not even 2026. In December 19th, 2025, you can dramatically change your life. You can have an app out. You can be making money on the internet. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze in a second. It's going to be loud. I'm going to sneeze in a second, but you can have it good to go. Do you want to proceed? Yes. The AI is fixing the bugs as we go here. Also, let's in a second, we'll change to Opus, which is a better model, which should be able to squash things faster. Is Claude better than ChatGPT for this? If you have done a lot of planning and work with ChatGPT, should you scrap it and go to Claude? Claude's the best coding model on the planet, period. Anything that's coding related should be done with Claude. Claude's the best at it. Anything that is coding related should be done with Claude. ChatGPT I do for everything else. Basically, here's my workflow when it comes to AI. Cursor or ChatGPT for everything, Claude for coding. So Claude for coding, ChatGPT for everything else. O3, I think O3 is the most revolutionary model. But Claude 4 for coding is absolutely insane. Let's do this. Designo deal. There's a website that has Cursor rules for practically everything. I just can't remember what it is. I'll give you my Cursor rules at the end of this. What would you recommend for creating a web? I didn't end up sneezing, by the way. No sneeze happened. I thought my sneeze away. Your mental power overcomes everything. You can think your sneezes away. What would you recommend for creating a web page? I just go to bolt.new. I'd go to bolt.new. You can build a web page, landing page in seconds. You just put in a prompt. I need to build a website that does this. You put in the prompt. It's good to go, and you have it built. Okay, so we are building out here the... It is trying to run the app in a second. So in a second, we're going to have the app. Oh, running. Is it running? Let me see here. I'm going to test this. Let's see if this runs. Let's see how this goes here. So to recap where we are right now, we got the UI good to go. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you what we got. So let me recap before I show you where we're at, because it's running. Let's recap where we're at. I opened up Cursor. I opened up Claude Code, which is what you see to the right. I put in one single prompt, which is I want to build an AI YouTube app that takes transcripts, downloads the transcripts, does an AI analysis on the transcripts, gives you a summary, and then writes you tweets based on the transcripts. I gave that one prompt. I hit enter. Claude then went, build out this entire to-do list of things it's going to build. It went here. We've been streaming for how long now? 43 minutes. It went down that list by itself, completed all these tasks. Now it's running. Now what I'm about to show you is V1. So there's no, it's not going to look pretty, but the app is running. We're going to massage it. After I show you what we got, we're going to massage it. We're going to make it look pretty. We're going to put in the technology needed, the database, the AI stuff, all of that. And we're going to have a working app, and then we're going to ship it and launch it, and then people can use it. So let's share the screen. Let's do this. Presenter. Let's present. Let's do stop screen, present, share screen, window. Here we go. So here's where we're at. Let me expand this. So this is all the AI, right? It looks absolutely hideous, but that's fine. We're about to make it pretty in a second. YouTube video, here's what the issue is the CSS isn't working. It's got to fix the CSS, which actually it's working as we go in the background right now too. It's got to fix the CSS, the styling to make it look good. But what you got is you can put in a link for a YouTube video and click analyze video and it extracts the transcript. We still got to add some stuff in here, but we'll do that in a second. So let's go back to Claude. Present, stop screen, present, share screen, window. Is this the right one? Please be the right one. Yes, it is the right one. Okay, let's hit it on this. Boom. And what we're going to do is a few things. First, we're going to make this look good. And then we're going to start adding in all the functionality, the database so you can type it in, all of that. It is going to be absolutely sick. If you have to sneeze, just think elephant, 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 and your sneeze will go away. Works every time, says Excalibur. Okay, that's good to know. I just think, oh, I'm about to sneeze, and then the sneeze goes away. Difference between any AI guru showing you how to build and Alex has done it and is making $300K a year off the app he built. Difference between me and all the gurus on YouTube, they haven't shipped and launched it. They tell you how to ship and launch things. They haven't shipped and launched anything, or at least anything successful. Creator Buddy, we shipped and launched it. Can Cursor build Chrome extensions and apps for Outlook Mail? Yep, I built a Chrome extension with Cursor. Creator Buddy has a Chrome extension that I built and launched with it. So yeah, there's that. So it 100% can build extensions as well. All right, so let's see what the AI said. Okay, so now to use the app, let's do this. Before I put in all the environment variables, let's make this look pretty first. It doesn't look like the styling is working. It doesn't look like the CSS worked. Make it work and pretty. All right, so I just want to make this look pretty at first because you know, it didn't look pretty what I just showed you. It looked pretty bare bones. I want to make it look pretty. We'll get that working. We'll get that right. And then I'm going to enter in the database environment variable, the OpenAI environment variable, and it'll be able to take in YouTube transcripts automatically and give us a whole bunch of analysis. Alex, if you have time to answer, would you scrap it? Oh, I already answered that. Creator Buddy is epic. Thank you. Real Cruiser says YouTube. Well, thank you for being here. Everyone hit the like down below. The like down below shares this out. All right. So it's going to remove the old CSS config and give a new one to make it look pretty. Now I've showed you everything I've done so far. I haven't written a single line of code. We have an app built out. I'm going to put in a bunch of environment variables and we'll be live. So it's going to kill the server, reset it, and make our thing a little bit prettier. And I'll show that to you in a second. But that's pretty sick. If you're in here right now, by the way, go into the chat. Let me know if you've built anything, what you're building, what you're working on, if you've built with AI. I'm curious to hear what you guys are building out right now. Right now, the AI, we're using Claude Code for this as background. We're using Claude Code to build out the app, which for those who don't know is a YouTube transcript app. You're gonna be able to enter a URL for a YouTube video. It spits out the transcript. It does an AI analysis of the transcript, gives you a summary, gives you tweets you can put out about it, generates you content based on it. It's going to be absolutely sick. Right now, Claude Code is going in and it is styling it. So it's fixing the styling so it looks pretty. But for those who missed it, we have the app built out. And my question is, my goal by this is, can we get this live and launch it and get sales? Will we get sales? That's a pretty good narrative for the video. Can I launch this and says, how do I get the debug console, says Tony Zhu. What do you mean? How did you get the debug console? Where do you see a debug console? That's Claude Code. That's where you see debug console. If you're on Mac, it's Control tilde. So if you hit Control tilde on Mac, it opens up the terminal in your cursor, and then you just install Claude Code. You can get the command for Claude Code off the Claude Code website. And then to start Claude Code, you just type in Claude, enter, and it starts Claude Code. So Control tilde if you're on Mac. If you're on Windows PC, it's probably the bottom left key and the top left key under escape. Hey, Alex, do you have a mentorship? Says Love Jones Investors LLC. My mentorship is my content. If you want to be mentored, watch my YouTube content. I mean, if you really want to be mentored, like you really want to be mentored, I don't know. I guess you can pay me and I'll mentor you. But otherwise, watch my YouTube videos, look at my tweets, reply. I'll answer your replies in my tweets. My content's my mentorship. I tried the Lovable free weekend, created different landing pages. That's awesome. I challenge you to build an app, though. I challenge you to build an app. For those who haven't subbed to Alex on here yet, do it. Yeah, feel free to hit the subscribe button. That'd be pretty cool if you hit subscribe. That'd be sick. Currently building legal tech. That's awesome. What's your legal tech doing? So if you look over on the right, by the way, Claude Code is building out the styling, so the CSS styling. That's all the code you see being written over here. Again, up to this point, we're 49 minutes in. I haven't written a single line of code, so that's pretty cool. And we're still getting this app built out. So it's updating the main page with the styling. So that's pretty awesome. So in a second, we should be able to see a very pretty app built out. We should be able to see a very good looking app built out from this AI. So we're going to do this. I'm going to enter in the API keys so that we can actually test it out. We should have a working app in a few minutes here where I should be able to input a YouTube script and get out transcripts. And then we're going to put Stripe on it. We're going to monetize it. We're going to put it live on the internet. I don't know, what do we charge? $5 a month, $10 a month, put it live, and we'll see if we can get customers. We'll see how we go. We'll see if we can have a working business all in the span of however long this takes. We're 50 minutes in here. Now let me update the video input component with better styling. So it's going component by component over here and fixing the styling for every single component to make it look pretty. Just pretty cool. What else are you guys working on at the moment? What other AI tools are you using? You using Cursor? You're using Lovable, Bolt.new? Lovable kind of came out of nowhere. I keep using Bolt. I mean, Lovable is cool. I'm just getting way better results out of Bolt.new at the moment. So I don't know. Sarah's in the house. What's up, Sarah? Good to see you, Sarah. Welcome to the live stream. We're building out our app. Right now, Claude Code is in the process of building out the application. It's writing all the code for us. I haven't written a single line of code yet. And in a second, once it's done this, we should have the working application, or at least a pretty looking working application. Then we'll enter in all of the functionality. So this is pretty cool. What else are you guys building? What other ideas would you like to be seen built on this stream? What other ideas for apps would you like me to build on stream as well? Was working on building a contract summarizer app and also a physician app for specific stuff. That'd be cool. The whole healthcare industry is ripe for disruption. If you can build apps in healthcare that like disrupt what they do, you could make a fortune. The whole healthcare industry is so behind when it comes to technology and software. If you can build AI tools that disrupt and revolutionize healthcare, You could make a boatload. You just got to be careful with laws and regulations and all that. But if you stick with ChatGPT and ask it questions as you go around the regulations and what's safe and all that, then you should be fine. It looks like the app finished building. So let's see what we get here. Let me restart the dev server. Okay. So it is resetting the server. And in a second, I should have, hopefully, a pretty looking application for you guys to check out that the AI built. Then we're going to implement all the functionality. How does it compare to debugging with Cursor Agent with Claude Force on it? I mean, Claude Code's better in every single way. Claude Code is better in every single way. Claude Code is better. Claude Code's just more reliable, has less bugs, needs less oversight, just does things more independently. It's just better. Okay, let's see what we got here. So it says it's running. Let's do this. Let's do npm run dev. Hit enter on that. All right, running. Here we go, refresh. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we're getting build errors. That's good. So here's what you get when you get build errors. Let me show you what I see on my screen. I'm going to show you how I'll debug it. Everyone's like, oh, how do I debug stuff? Here, I'll show you exactly how to debug stuff. Here's what I'm getting when I run this. I copy the error. I go back in the Claude code. I go, I just ran it, and I'm getting this error. It's an error with the Tailwind CSS, so the styling. I give it the error. I give it to Claude Code. It goes, it starts debugging the app. It took me forever to figure out how to chat, says Sarah. Sarah, what are you talking about? It's a chat. It's a chat. You just go in there and chat. What are you talking about? Okay, so it is the, oh, I didn't show you the cursor. Let me show you the cursor as it does this. Add, stop screen share, share screen, window, cursor, layout, share. Okay, it's running and works now, but is very ugly still. The styling clearly still isn't working. So it's having a hard time hooking up the styling to the app. I'll show you again what this looks like. Present, stop screen, present, share screen, window, app, boom. It looks ugly, as you can see here. This doesn't look good. So we're going to fix the styling. We're going to get this looking good. The issue is simply, the styling isn't hooked up here. So we need to fix this. We need to make the styling hooked up. Here we go. Let me go back to sharing Claude, and I'll show you how I debug this and make it work. Window, boom, Claude. So I said, hey, still not working, still ugly. Make it work. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. What about running Claude directly in terminal? Would that be better outside a cursor? Says Real Cruiser. I mean, you can do that. That's kind of how it's intended to be used. But I like doing it inside cursor for a couple reasons. I like doing it inside cursor because you get to see the code, right? I can see the code over here. I can click around and see the code and see what it's doing. But I just like, but you can do it in the terminal for sure. There is nothing wrong with doing it in the terminal. All right, let me refresh this. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we got it working. All right, let's go back in here. Nope, let's get the error. I got an error message here. I'm good. I'm glad we're getting errors here. Let's go. Let's also change the model to Opus, which is the smartest model, and then getting this error now. We'll go through this a couple times. I guarantee it has it fixed. Where's the dev server located? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Where's the dev server located? What does that mean? I'm using VS Code, Claude Code in the terminal. Yep, I think that's the way to do it. Idea, an app that can sign into, find people that are walking or exercising and chat with them, offer encouragement. So it's an app you can sign into, find, so what, people who are walking and exercise, they download the app, and then other people download the app and go, hey, keep going? Is that what it is? It's a solid idea, I guess. But like, why would people download that? People would download that just to encourage other people. What would be the point of that? The CSS styling still isn't working. Please do something radically different to make the styling work. So the issue we're running into right now is the styling isn't showing up in the app. So like the issue with this app, it's not taking in any of the CSS. So we got to make the CSS work. Let me try. I'll create a fresh next app setup with working tailwind. No, do not create a new app. Just figure out why the CSS isn't hooked up to the app. So we got to make the styling work here. So let me go back into screen share screen, put back on the cursor. Let me try a completely different approach. I'll create a fresh no, let me investigate why the CSS isn't working. Let me check what version. Okay. npm install. The import looks correct. Let me check what version XJS we're using. I see that we're using Tailwind v4, which was completely different setup. Let me downgrade to stable v3. All right, do that. Downgrade to v. So it's using a new version of Tailwind, apparently, which is not an easy to use version of Tailwind. So it's going to fix that. How does Claude Code compare to code? Oh, it works. We got it working. Here we go. Stop screen share. Share screen window. Boom. Look at that. That is beautiful. So, okay, so we had a few issues with styling. We had a few issues with the Tailwind, the CSS. We got it working. We downgraded to Tailwind v3. All right, so let's see what happens here. Now let's get the functionality work. That's pretty, huh? I think that's pretty. Try these examples. Me at the zoo, Rick Astley, never gonna give you up. What happens when I do that? Is something gonna happen? There's no way it just works. No, see, because I don't have the, I got to put in the API keys. All right, so let's go back to cursor. Let's make this work. Let's put in the functionality now. So we got it looking pretty. Let's make the, doesn't that look good, Magnum MFer? Okay, it's been an hour. I've missed everything. Oh my God. It's fun. You didn't miss much. You're good. We started building out the app. We got a working UI now. Now we're implementing the AI functionality, right? Now we're making it so that you can put in a YouTube video here, do analyze, it pulls the transcript, does an AI analysis, gives you a summary, gives you a bunch of generated tweets, does a whole bunch of cool things. So we got this UI first, and this is all without writing any code at all, which is pretty cool. I think that is pretty cool. How does Claude Code compare with Codex 1? Codex is good. Codex is cool. It's a cool idea, but Claude Code is way better execution. Will this allow Stripe integration? Yes, it will. We'll allow people to purchase with Stripe, to buy the app. All right, let's go back to the app and let's build this out. Here we go. Share screen. We'll pull up Claude Code. Okay, everything is working now. Thank you. What are next steps for me? I imagine I need to enter environment variables. Okay, so now we're going to need to enter in the environment variables, I assume. Alex, this is right. Isn't it cool? We're building live. And I showed you everything I've done. I haven't written any code. Anyone can do this. What have I done so far that you guys can't do? You can do it all. Everything I'm showing you, you can do. I'm playing around with the formats and layouts here. I think we'll stick with this one. All right, let's see what we got here. What do we got to do next here? All right. Here we go. Excellent. Oh, so first we need OpenAI key. Okay. So let's do this. Let's grab our OpenAI key. So for those who don't know, if you want to have AI functionality in your apps, you need an API key from OpenAI, which I'm going to show you how to get right now. I just need to log into OpenAI through my authenticator. which I am doing right now as we speak, and then I will share my screen and show you what I'm doing. Okay, so we need an OpenAI API key. If you go to, let me show you here. I'm not showing you anything crazy here, right? No, okay. If you go to platform.openai.com, you log in, you can click create a new secret key, put in the name, YouTube transcript, and we'll create a secret key. When I click this create a secret key, it's going to show my secret key. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you don't see that secret key. But that's the secret key that's used to do the AI functionality in your app. So I copy it. And then what you do is you go into your app in Claude Code or Cursor. Boom. You go to your environment variables, .env.local, and you put in your environment variable there. OpenAI API key right next to that. I'm going to press paste. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that you don't see my API key. So stop sharing screen. I paste in my API key. I hit save. Okay, so now we got the OpenAI functionality. Now let's see what we have to do next here. Present, share screen, window. Let's see what we got. So we put in, so let's recap where we're at so far. We built the app. We have the app built out, right? I'll show you it. Here we go. Share screen. We have the app built out. It's a YouTube transcript app. We'll be able to enter in a YouTube video. It'll pull the transcript. It'll give you an AI analysis. It'll tell you, give you tweets, give you everything. It'll tell you a summary of the video and all that. So we have it built out. Now we're putting in our API keys for all our technology, OpenAI, Supabase, everything that will be running this. And then when I put in those environment keys, we should be good to go and have a working app. So here we go. Let's do this. Let's go back to Cursor and see what we need to do here next. All right, so OpenAI API. And see, all I'm doing is I'm asking the AI, like, okay, what do I do next? What do I do next? And it just handholds me and guides me through everything. Hey, Alex, I'm new to coding. I've been using Cursor, and I'm quite interested in vertical AI agents. Do you know how to make one? Yes, I'm working on my own right now. I'm working on my own vertical AI agent. And I learned how to build the vertical AI agent by asking ChatGPT, hey, how do I build vertical AI agents? And explain it to me. So any questions, I would go in and I'd ask ChatGPT. So next, okay, we won't even do Supabase right now. It's optional. So let's just get this working. And then run this SQL. So that's optional. Quick start, OpenAI. If you just want to test it quickly, you only need an OpenAI key. The app will work without Supabase. It just won't cache results. Okay, so then should this just work? We put in the API key. Should this just work? Will we have a working application? Should we see this? Should we test this? Is this really the, by the way, is this really the video for this? Wow. Okay. So it knows they're never going to give you uplink. All right. Analyze the video. What do we got? Okay. Maybe we have to, let's just reset the server since I just put in the API key. Let's reset the server. Let's run this. Let's refresh. Let me confirm I put in the API key correctly. I did. And now let's test this out. And if we got an error, that's fine. That's totally fine. We got an error. That is totally fine. We got an error. Okay. I'm glad we got an error because now I can show you how to do this. I can show you exactly how to debug this. So share screen, window, cursor. Here we go. Okay. I put in my OpenAI key into .m.local and put in a video and got a 500 error on the API. All right, and now Claude Code will go investigate and fix it. Less than 2 hours, all it takes to build one. That's the thing. We're 1 minute and 7 seconds in. 1 minute and 7 seconds in. I haven't edited any of this. This is all live in real time. We will, in a second, have a working app in a minute and 7 seconds. Then I can put Stripe on it. I can put authentication, and we have a live working startup. That's pretty amazing. In less than an hour. Think about how much you've doom scrolled. Let's be honest. Let's have an honest conversation while this works. You and me, let's have an honest conversation while the AI is working right now. Claude Code, it's fixing the AI error. Honest conversation, you and me right now. How much time have you spent doom scrolling today? How much time have you sat there just doing this? How much time? Be honest. Put in the chat how much time you've spent doing that today. I just did this in a minute and 8 seconds. If you did what I just showed you, doom scroll like a weirdo, for an hour and 8 seconds at least today, that means you could have built and launched a business. You missed out on building and launching a business by doom scrolling for that hour and 8 minutes. Think about it. Do I want to proceed? Yes. It is fixing that error, right? That's how you should be thinking about time while Claude Code's still working. That's how you should be thinking about time. If you spend 2 to 3 hours, look at your phone screen time right now. Look at your phone screen time right now. Go into your settings. If it's over an hour and 8 minutes today, you could have built a business. If you spent more than an hour and 8 minutes doing this today, if you spent more than an hour and 8 minutes today doing that, you missed out on building an entire business and making life-changing money. Think about that. Think about that for a second. NPM uninstall, YouTube transcript uninstall. I see the issue. The YouTube transcript seems to be returning empty transcripts. Let me check if there's an issue with the package version. Okay, so it's reinstalling some technologies. Same, 2 hours. You doom scrolled for 2 hours, Llama Mama? You could have had 2 businesses. When I get errors, I make screenshots and upload them to Cursor. That works pretty well for debugging. Yep, that works too. That works too. Tanae Tekel, Cryptical. It's a hard name to say. 420.69 minutes, Magnum. So you could have built like 20 applications, dude. Love Jones Investors LLC. I'm dead. Llama Llama, don't die on me. You're one of 50 members of this live stream. If you die, 2% of the live stream's dead. Do not die. Do not die. All right, so Claude Code's working now to fix this. It's testing the API out to see if we're getting transcripts back. And in a second, we should have a working application that does this for us. It is all in an hour and 8 minutes. Also, how much code did I write while doing this? And this stinks. My voice is going to be shot in a second. There's no way I can film a YouTube video today. But I guess at the same time, I did create YouTube content because this will be rewatchable on YouTube. So what the hell ever. If you're watching the replay of this live stream, by the way, leave in the comments. I'm watching the replay live. I'm curious to see how many people watch it live and how many people watch the replay. Put in the replies. I'm watching the replay. I'm curious to see how many people watch a live stream replay on YouTube. This is my first YouTube of this style, live stream YouTube. Here we go. Do I want to proceed? What OpenAI plan has the AI API? You don't need a plan to do the AI. You can do it with a free plan. I mean, you have to put in your credit card because the API costs money, but it costs like a penny for every request, so you're good. Thanks, Alex. For an app that uses AI, which is better, to use Cursor and Claude Code plus AI or to use Cursor, Claude, NAN? Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Just use Cursor and Claude Code. Keep it simple. Just use Cursor and Claude Code. Keep it very, very simple. Everyone leave a like down below, by the way. Leave a like down below. Let's see how many we got over here. Let me refresh this. How many likes did we get so far? 45 likes. That's damn good. You guys are doing a damn good job over here. You guys are doing a damn good job. Do I not unlock a super chat? I click this, show your support. All it shows is memberships and membership gifting. They don't do super chats over here. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'd probably have to mess with the settings or something. It is what it is. I'm definitely watching the replay too. All right, that's awesome, Love Jones. Thank you. Okay. Now let's restart the server and try it out. Okay, let's try this out. Let's reset the server. Let's go back here. All right. I'm doing this all live. You guys think I'm playing around? I'm doing this all live. Share screen. Let's do this. All right. Share window. Here we go. Refresh. I think you may need to have a certain amount of subscribers to unlock Super Chat. It's been a while since I looked. Probably. Yeah, so hit the subscribe button down below so I can get a Super Chat. Hit the subscribe button down below so I can hit a Super Chat. Transcript error, client not fully initialized. Okay, so we're getting a different error now. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. All right. So I'm going to go back into Claude. I'm going to show you how I debug this. We're getting closer, guys. We're almost there. We're almost there. Getting this, like, this isn't rocket science. No, I'm just saying getting this error now. I put in the error. How do you reset the server, says Llama Mama. So here's how I do it, Llama Mama. So I have two terminals open, right? Terminal 1, Terminal 2. Terminal 1, I'm running Claude. I see the issue. The YouTube transfer package needs to be used differently. Let me fix this by using a simpler, more reliable approach. Okay. So I open up two terminals, Llama Mama. Terminal 1 is Claude code. Terminal 2 is just the regular terminal, and I do npm run dev there, and it starts the server, and then I do Control-C to stop the server, and then npm run dev again to run the server again. That's what you need to know. Earn. Let me see. Do I have super and gifts? Do I have to turn on gifts on live stream? Oh, damn. You're eligible for super thanks. I'm eligible. Oh, I had to turn it on. I'm turning it all on. All right, it's all on now. Damn, I should have turned it on before. I didn't. Let's see if I refresh my screen, is it gonna be on now? I had to turn on the super chat in my settings. Why would they not have it on by default? Who doesn't want super chats on by default? I don't know. I don't see it still, even though I just turned it on. Maybe it takes some time to load. I don't know. All right, here we go. It looks like it's ready. Turn on gifts on live stream. Get started. Oh, I got to accept. Let me hit accept 1 second. Let me turn this on. All right, I think it's on now. Gifts, super chat, super stickers, super thanks, your super chat and stickers activity. All right. I have it on now, apparently. I don't know if it's going to work for the stream because I did it in the middle of the stream. Top chat goal. Make a super chat more fun with a goal. Pick a goal. I can do a goal now. Choose the super chat colors that count. Teal and higher. Set a timer 30 minutes. Share up. I'll dance. Start goal. Okay, so now there's a super chat goal. There's a super chat goal. If I get 5 super chats, I will dance on live stream. That's what the goal I set is. All right, anyway, let's test this out. It looks like it's working now. Stop screen. Let's test out not the super chats, the app. Let's test out the app. Share screen, window, this one. Here we go, share. All right, let me reset the servers over here. npm run dev. All right, that's running. Let's refresh this. Here we go. And let's do Rick Astley video analyze. Is this going to work? It's not going to work. Unexpected token. Okay. Let's see what we got. Invalid URL. Okay, so I see the error. We're getting closer. So let me share my screen so you can see what I'm seeing. The error is it needs a Supabase URL. We're not using Supabase because it says it's optional. I'm going to add that later. Getting an error. It says I don't have Supabase hooked up. You said it was optional. And I put in the, so I'm telling it, hey, it's working. It's not working because Supabase isn't hooked up. You said it was optional. Why isn't it? I'm talking just like a human being. So now it's going to go, I want to make sure it's optional so it works well for you. So it's going in there and fixing it up for us. So it's taking out anything around Supabase just so we can test this out. I just want to test it out. I have Gemini 2.5 Pro. Is it compatible for the API for use in Cursor? Yep. Yeah, it is. Not for Claude Code, but for, where did I get the error message as Queen Lover? In my console. So in my console, in the server console, in the terminal, it shows the error right there. So I just copied the error and then pasted it into Claude Code. All right. So it says it should work now. Should we test this out? Let's test this out. Stop screen, share screen, window. Here we go. Share, refresh. Rick Astley, analyze. It's working. I mean, well, it's working. It's doing something. It's doing something in the back end here. Let's see what we get out of here. It's doing more than it did before. We can have a working app here. The perils of live streaming, but there's also educating folks about how this all really works. You don't get that sort of transparency from a lot of those making videos. Yeah, I'm all about transparency. I want to make this show you guys how live streaming works. I started this YouTube less than a year ago. I started this YouTube when I discovered, oh my God. Video analysis, sentiment analysis, positive. Executive summary. The video Rick Astley Never Gonna Give You Up features the iconic 1987 hit song by Rick Astley presented in a remastered 4K quality. The song is known for its catchy melody, upbeat tempo, and the sincere romantic promises made by the singer to never disappoint or betray the love and trust of the person he's singing to. The lyrics emphasize a deep commitment and assurance of unwavering loyalty. The song's enduring popularity is further cemented by its association with the internet meme known as Rick Rolling. Key takeaways. It has 5 key takeaways. Main topics: romantic commitment, pop music and culture, internet memes and digital culture. Generated tweets. Experience the classic Never Gonna Give You Up like never before in stunning 4K, a timeless anthem of love and commitment that still captures hearts. Are you ready to be Rickrolled in 4K? Tweet thread. It has threads. It gives you a thread. It gives you a quote tweet. Now we're cooking. I want to customize this more. Let's customize this more. Let's customize this more. Share screen, window. I want to customize this. I want to see the transcript. So let's go back into Claude Code. Okay, that worked great. Always tell it worked when it worked so that it knows it did a good job. So that it does that again. Okay, that worked great. Can you also have the raw transcript displayed at the bottom too? All right, let's do this. I want to see the raw transcript. I want to see if like the actual transcript extraction worked. I'd love to see that too. I want to do this because I think it'd be cool to get the transcript and then be able to feed it into an AI like yourself and ask questions. Ooh, I know something else we can ask, build in. We can build in a chat bot so that you can ask questions to the video. Like you can ask questions about the video. I think that'd be sick too. So Claude Code, and listen, we just built that. I didn't write a single line of code. Am I your first super chat? Says Llama Mama with my voice that's now destroyed. Oh, and it shows it there. Llama Mama. Does Llama Mama have a subscription on X? If Llama Mama has a subscription on X, I'm subscribing right now for doing that. Does Llama Mama? Why can't I find Llama Mama on X? Llama Mama, you are my first. Here you go. You do have a subscribe. You are my first subscription or my first super chat in YouTube history. I'm going to be the biggest YouTuber in history, and you are the first person to send me a super chat, Llama Mama. So congratulations, Llama Mama. That's massive. Jesus, man. Am I working now? Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. Am I working now? Hello? Oh, I am. My God. I don't know what happened. It said mute. I unmute, so I assumed my audio worked. And it still didn't work even after I unmuted. God, I'm not gonna curse. I don't want to get demonetized. My God. Anyway, let's go back to the transcript. So, sorry about that. That's very frustrating. Listen, first live stream. We're working through the kinks here. First live stream. We're working through the kinks. All right. So, Achilles, welcome to the club. Welcome to the Fin Fam. You get a nice little logo. You got a nice little logo next to your name too. That's cool. And your name's green. That's pretty cool. Let me see if it looks green in the chat. Oh yeah, you got the star next to you and everything. That's cool. We got the transcript working. Everything you said after the first two. Llama Mama, you screwed me up, Llama Mama. You got me too excited. I ruined the live stream because of you, Llama Mama. Llama Mama, I subscribed to you on X, so thank you for the world's first historic super chat to my live stream. Thank you. Achilles, thank you for joining. Is that what it's called? Joining? Thank you for joining. While I was muted, I built out the transcript functionality. So now you get the full transcript of the video you put in too, which is so sick. So you get a full summary, you get the main topics, you get tweets, and you get a full transcript. That's sick. Should we launch this online? For me to launch this online, we would need to hook up Stripe. We would need to hook up Supabase. We would need to hook up Clerk. And we would need to put it on Vercel. Add the chatbot now. Okay, so you want the chatbot? Jackie. Thank you, Jackie. Why is it? Oh, it is showing it. Thank you, Jackie. That's so nice of you. Thank you very much, Jackie. The second super chat in Alex Finn live stream history. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jackie. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Everyone hit the like button down below and hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube yet. Let's do this. Yeah, show us how to launch. Let's launch this. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to hook up Supabase first so that it stores everything. Share screen. Let's share this. Okay, that worked great. My goal is to get this online and allow people to subscribe to it. What are next steps we need to do to make that work? I assume hook up Supabase. Okay, so I just tell the AI exactly what I want to do, which is I want to get this online and launched. So I say, hey, what are the next steps? So it's going to tell me the next steps, which I assume will be hook up Supabase. So I'll show you in a second how to hook up the database. We are, by the end of this, we're an hour and a half in. We have a fully working app. We're going to hook up a database. We're going to hook up Stripe. We're going to hook up Vercel. We're going to hook up Clerk, which will do the authentication. And we're going to have a fully working startup by the end of this. Have you ever seen a live stream before where someone went from idea to launch in one live stream? I'd say the answer is no. I'd say we're making history. I'd say we're absolutely making history. Why are we uninstalling Supabase? Why is it npm uninstall Supabase and okay, whatever. We'll say yes. We're making history. Yeah, show us how to launch. Amazing. Can you save the live at the end so we can watch again? Yeah, Azuz, this is all no audio. What? Don't tell me no audio. settings, audio. There's audio. Who's saying no audio? You're good. There's sound. Hey, he's trolling. Bryant, can I ban this guy? Put user in timeout. You're in timeout. The guy's in timeout now. Has been banned and their comments were removed. Bryant Motiva, congratulations, banned. First ban. We got our first super chat. We got our first subscriber. And now we got our first ban. We're experiencing it all here. We're experiencing it all. So I want to proceed. Yes. He's not trolling. Happened to me too. Oh, well, first accidental ban too, then, I guess, at the same time. Whoopsies. Sorry, guy, if you were doing that on purpose. Can I unmute him? Put user in timeout. Hi, user in his channel. Go to channel. I don't know. Whatever. Brian, I'm sorry. You're my first stream and I friggin' banned you. Whatever. Hide user. Put user in timeout. Remove. Report. Pin message. Go to channel. Channel activity. I don't even know how to unban you. Whatever. He's not trolling. Happened to me too. We probably both need an app update. Whatever. Audio is fine. The person might be backed up live. Sometimes YouTube does that. Whatever. About halfway through building the X Spaces transcript app. Wow, you've been building that the whole time? Alex, you can make me mod so I can help. We got like 5 people in here. It's fine, Ani. Thank you, though. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to install Supabase so there's a database. Store their authentication information and all that. That is being built out now by Claude Code. So that'll be good to go. What a freaking first live stream so far, huh? Built out an app. Gonna launch it. 2 super chats, a subscriber, and Achilles. Accidentally banned the guy. Audio went out for like 20 minutes. But that's what happens when you're doing stuff live for the first time. You're experimenting. You're getting uncomfortable. Supabase still going here, building out the app, implementing our ban him. I did ban him, Jackie. I don't know if I should have banned him. Whatever. Dude has mute on. You're good. I can hear. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I might accidentally ban the guy. It is what it is. So it's building out the Supabase. Man, my throat's getting shot here. But it's pretty cool. We have, let's show the app. All the apps being built out. Most productive live stream in history. I mean, we're an hour and a half in. We have an app already built and working. That's pretty friggin' sick. For those who miss it, and for those who are just joining, this is the first live stream in history where we're building and launching an app startup live on the stream. We have the working app. Now we're just adding some tech to it. We're adding a database, authentication, payment processor, and then we'll be live on the internet. I'm showing you how to do it. If you join this late, if you join this halfway through, make sure to go back and watch the replay to see how I did this from scratch. But we built a app from scratch on here that we're going to launch in a second. We're going to launch soon. Let's go back to this mode. All right, here we go. Now let's create a simple roadmap document for you. Wrote 108 lines to deployment guide. I've set up foundation for your SaaS app. Here's what's ready. Authentication UI, set up Supabase. Log in with Supabase auth, user system profile management, user tracking, database schema, complete SQL for users. Okay, so what do we need to do? What you need to do, create an account on Supabase, create a new project. All right, let's create a new project on Supabase. So we got to install Supabase into the app. I'm going to show you how to do that. Hopefully I don't show you anything too sensitive while I do this. If I do, oh well. Just joined. Can't wait to watch the replay. This is excellent. Thank you, Daddy Redux. Welcome to the stream, man. Dashboard. All right, your organization. Let's do this. We'll add another project to Creator Buddy here. New project. Project name. We're going to name this. Oh, we didn't come up with a name for our app yet. What should we name our app? What should be the name for our app? What should be the name for our app? Do I make it a buddy app? Do I make it a buddy app? What do we call it? 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 Let me pull up Do we buy a domain right now? Do we buy a domain? No one, you guys better not front run this domain I'm about to buy. If you front run this domain, I'm gonna be pissed. Video buddy. Transcript, videobuddy.io. I think we get videobuddy.io. Creator Buddy's creatorbuddy.io, right? I think we take videobuddy.io. I feel like that's a pretty good idea, right? Video Buddy, that's a pretty good domain though. Like I'm gonna have to go all in. I'm gonna have to go all in on this domain now. Like if I come up with another AI video idea, I can't use Video Buddy. Oh well, continue to cart. Let's buy this. $400. Why does GoDaddy do that where they default to like 5 years? Get the hell out of here, 5 years. I'm buying 1 year at a time. Checkout. Complete purchase. It's a fake address, by the way. It's a fake address right there. Don't try to come and kill me. That's a fake address. There you go. Boom. Videobuddy.io is mine. I feel like that's a pretty good domain. How is it that the universe aligns for Alex? I don't know. Sometimes it just does. By the way, first name I go with videobuddy.io. That's pretty sick. All right. Let's sign up for Superbase. Project name, Video Buddy. Create new project. This is a password to your poker, so it must be strong and hard to guess. I'm not going to share my screen while I type in a password. So generate a password, copy. Let me do this. VB app. All right. Here we go. Create new project. All right. This increases your cost by $10 a month. What am I paying $10 a month for here? Additional, oh, because I'm on like the premium project. Whatever. Create it. We do this all for the live stream. This will get me more than $10. I already got more in super chats than the $10, so that's fine. All right. So I'm going to do this. What I need to do to continue making this work and make Superbase work is I need to enter in my API keys. So I'm not going to share my screen as I do that. So I'm going to quickly get my API keys and put that in. Superbase URL. Let me get the URL, copy, paste, put that in. So if you don't mind as I do this, anon key, let me get that, copy, paste. This is all in Superbase, really easy to do. If you don't know how to do what I'm doing right now, just ask the AI, it'll tell you. Service role key. What just happened? Why did that disappear? Okay. I'm just setting up, bear with me here. I'm setting up the API keys. Enjoy looking at my face while I do this. Service role key URL. Putting this in. Superbase server, your Superbase service role key. Where is the database? General. Let me grab this. Bada bing, bada boom. API keys. Here we go. Got it. Reveal, copy. Putting that in. We're close. Sorry, bear with me here. I just don't want to show you any of my secret keys so that you can steal it. All right. Boom. That's set up. All right. Now let's go back in. SQL editor. All right. Here we go. Sharing my screen again. So now you can look at something other than my face. I need to take from Claude, run the SQL from here. So this will set up my table, my SQL database. This will set up all my tables and columns inside Superbase. So I take this SQL code. I go into Superbase. So share screen window. Superbase. Boom. Let's go into this view so you can see more. I go into the SQL editor. I do new SQL snippet. I paste in the schema. I run. And now, if I go to table editor, boom, profiles, analyses, usage logs. Our tables are all set up in the database. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Okay, so we set up Supabase. Copy your API keys. You did that. Let me go back to Claude so you can see what I'm looking at. We got the database set up. Okay, so now that we got that set up, is it going to make me log in to do this? No, it's not going to make me log in to do this. Okay, I set up the Supabase API keys. How do we make it so users need to log in to use the app? So we want to make it so users have to log in so that when they go see the app, they have to click login. And if they're not subscribed, they have to click subscribe. What do we feel is like an appropriate subscription for this app? It has, I'd say like $5, but it has AI functionality. So it's going to cost money to run it. So I feel like $10 is fine. I feel like $10 is a good price for this app a month. $10, you get a certain amount of, transcripts and tweets and stuff. I feel like $10 is a pretty good price for this, right? So it's going to set up the logging in. That's being built out for us by Claude Code right now. Now let's update the API routes to check usage. Let's enable authentication. First, we need to update the middleware. So does listening in make us a part of the dev team now? Do we get a cut of the app when it goes viral or what? Just kidding. Unless, all right, let's do this. I have to give you a prize for being a part of this. If you're a part of the live stream right now, if this gets to $1,000 MRR, so $1,000 a month, so 100 paid users. If this gets to 100 paid users, what do I do for you guys? Don't forget to add the chat bot later. It's an amazing feature. Yeah, I'm going to add that. I'm going to add the chat bot so you can chat with the video. What should we do if we get 100 paid users? Well, how do I reward you guys for being a part of this, for being co-developers? Do I put your names on the website as my co-developers? If we get to 100 paid users, if you are in this live stream, if you're on the live stream, well, I give you like 3 months free and I'll give you credit on the site. So I'll say co-developers. So you get like code. If we get to 100 paid users, you get 3 months free for being on here. I'll already give you a month free for being on here. I'll figure out a way to do, I'll get a promo code. So everyone here gets a month free. Just for being here, you get a month free. And then I'll put your name on the site as co-developers. If you're watching the replay, and you put down below in the replies, I'm a co-developer. So you're watching the replay, put down in the replies, I'm a co-developer. Then I'll put your name on the site as a co-developer, right? So you have to make it an hour and 43 minutes in to watch the replay to get to this point to know you have to do that. Excalibur, you're not watching the replay. You're part of the live stream. Oh, and if you're watching the live stream now, screenshot this. Screenshot this being live and save it. That's your proof you're on the live stream. Screenshot this, that like the live version, like it says live on it. Screenshot that. That's how I'll know you're on the live stream. And you'll get if we get to 1,000 users, you get 3 months free and you get co-developer credit and you're going to automatically get a month free anyway. If you're just joining this live stream, we're building out an entire startup live on here. We already have the app done. Now we're just adding authentication and Stripe. All right. So restart your development server, npm run dev. When you visit the app now, you'll be redirected to login, if not logged in. Okay, so let's reset the server. And then let's see if the login works. Stop screen, share screen, window. Let's see if the login works here. So for those who are just joining, here's the app. You can enter in a YouTube video link and it gets the transcript and it like gives you a full AI analysis of the video, gives you the transcript, writes you tweets, does a whole bunch of cool things. So let's see if it makes us log in. Oh, cool. There is a bug. We did get a bug. Let's see if we can sign up. Get started with 3 months free. And oh, this is cool. Let's see if we can just sign in here with video. Check your email for confirmation link. Did that work? If that worked, that's going to be awesome. Let me check my email. Let's see if this worked. Confirm your sign up. We're in. All right, subscriptions work. Let's see what that bug was though. We got an error. It worked, but there was like an error that popped up. What was that? Here we go. Let's just give this to Claude just for stylistic things. We don't want like little errors popping up even if the app works. So let's go back into Claude and just say, hey, we got this error. Okay, so I'm just going in. That seems to have worked, but it did pop up an error message. And I put that in. Ani, welcome to the FinFam, Ani. Welcome to the FinFam. Became a YouTube member. Can I name it so it says FinFam? When people do that? There's got to be a way for me to do that. I missed the stream. Will the stream be on your channel? Says Dev. Yeah, Dev. It will be. Dev. The whole replay will be available the moment this ends. What you missed so far, we're an hour and 46 minutes in so far, Dev. We've built the app. The app's built. It is an AI analysis app where you put in a YouTube link and then it gets the transcript of the video and then it runs an analysis and it gives you tweets and it gives you a summary and it gives you the full transcript. That's all built out. What we're building now is authentication, which I'm verifying works now. Then we're going to build in the Stripe payments so that people can subscribe. Oh, you can rewind right now, says GBlock100M. Apparently you can rewind, fool. Shout out GBlock100M. You have huge muscles, dude. Shout out to you, man. What's up, GBlock100M? How you doing? Okay, try refreshing the login page now. That should work. Okay, so let's take a look at the site. Stop screen, present, share screen, window. Here we go. All right, cool. So it has that. Oh, okay, cool. They automatically put in the analysis limit. What happens when I click upgrade to Pro? Nothing, because we don't have that yet. Okay, so let's do this. Now let's build out the Stripe, shall we? Should we build out the payments? We'll build out the payments, and then we'll put it live on the internet. Remove, stop screen, present, share screen, window, share. All right, we're back here. Okay, that worked. Oh, and let's just test real quick. Let's test, make sure the database worked. So let's see if it created the new so the authentication only requires Supabase. How about Clerk? It says Queen Lover. Yeah, so I totally forgot. Supabase has auth. There's Supabase auth. I still prefer Clerk. Clerk's just really easy to manage and use, but you can use Supabase auth. And for the sake of this video and for the sake of my voice being absolutely destroyed, this will save this will save me 20 minutes of time because now I don't have to install Clerk. It just did Supabase auth. And I don't think my voice would make the extra 20 minutes. Let's see if it created the users. So profiles, boom, there I am. That's awesome. Look at that. And it already is hooked up to Stripe. It already has Stripe customer ID and all that. It has my limit. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. It worked. And you guys, for the people who've been watching for the last hour and 49 minutes, how much coding have I done? Zero. We have a working app. We have database. We have authentication. Now let's hook up Stripe. Let's hook it up. Present, share screen, window. Let's hook up Stripe, baby. Okay, that worked. Let's hook up. Well, first, let's say What do you recommend as next steps? Should we hook up Stripe? How did it have Stripe? I don't realize that you have asked AI for Stripe integration. So Queen, I didn't ask for a Stripe integration. It was just smart enough and it took that step. So it knew I was going to eventually monetize. And so in the schema, right, in the SQL query I ran earlier that set up the users table, which I just showed you, it added columns for subscription tier and everything you need for Stripe. So it assumed we were going to use Stripe because I asked for monetization. That's how smart Claude Code is. It just did that for me. It just knew what I was trying to do, and it did that for me, which is really, really sick. What are we building? Says LMD-DBBX. Let me tell you. Let me show you, actually. Let me show you exactly what we're building. We are building an AI YouTube analysis tool where you can enter in a YouTube link. You can say analyze video. And then it pulls the AI pulls the transcript of the YouTube video. And by the way, LMDBXX, we built this from scratch. We built this from scratch on this stream. At the beginning of the stream, we started building this. We built this from nothing, zero. It pulls the transcript. And then it's about to do an AI analysis where it'll give you an AI summary. It'll write tweets for you. It'll write a thread for you. And it'll give you the raw transcript itself so you can copy and paste that in. So boom, look at this AI analysis. So it has the video, has the thumbnail, sentiment, gives us a summary, key takeaways, topics, generated tweets, generated thread, quote tweet, and a full transcript that we can copy and paste and put into an AI. How amazing is that? We built that from scratch on this stream without writing any code at all. And I don't think you asked for credit card to do the free tier with 3 uses. Nope, we're no credit card for the free tier. So if you want to get more than 3 uses, you enter your credit card in. So you can just use it without putting in your credit card, which is sick. All right, let's see what Claude Code has us do next. We're just following the directions of Claude Code. We're just following the directions of Claude Code. CC equals Claude. Sorry. Yeah, Claude Code. So what was the question then? And I don't think you asked Claude Code to do the free tier with 3 uses. No, I didn't. It just came up with that. Isn't that amazing? I did not give a description of the free tier. It came up with the monetization strategy for us and just built out that free tier. Isn't that really cool? All right, let's see what we can do next. All right, let's see. Let's see what recommended next steps in order. Test and polish current features. Do this first. So create a few test accounts and verify usage counting works correctly. Let me see if it did the usage counting correctly. Let me refresh. It did the usage counting correctly. That's cool. Analysis history. What happens when I click analysis history? It has that. That's cool. Okay. 3 video limit blocks proper. Okay, let's test the 3 limit video limit. So it's giving us like a testing plan. Like how sick is that? It's giving us like an entire testing plan. So let's do new analysis. Let's take one of my YouTube videos. Let's see how that does. Let's take one of my YouTube videos. View your channel. Let's take one of my. Let's take my YouTube video. Analyze video. And let's see if the limit blocks it. Let's see if the limit blocks it. If you're just joining, by the way, make sure to hit the like button so we can spread this out, get more people in here, and make sure to subscribe. All I do is make amazing videos about how to build stuff with AI. We're about to, on this stream, launch a startup. So we built a startup from scratch. We're about to launch it, which is sick. We're just testing it out now and make sure it works. Make sure there's no user errors. Make sure the limits work well. 1 out of 3 analysis use. So that's good. That works. Boom. Look at that. So here's my video. Claude Code Beginner Guide. Get started 20 minutes. The YouTube video titled Claude Code Get Started. Introduce Claude Code. That's sick. Takeaways. Generated tweets. Quote tweet. And the full transcript. You're about to gain AI superpowers. What I'm about to show you in this video is the AI tool that taken the world by storm, Claude Code. You never know. That's amazing. Look at that. The whole transcript is there. The whole transcript is there. Look at that. That's amazing. Okay. And now let's see if it has the 2 out of 3 analysis use. Okay, now let's analyze one more video. Let's analyze one more video. Let's hit the limit. So I'm going to analyze one more video here, and then we're going to see if this works, and then we're going to analyze another one after this to see if it blocks me. Once that works, then what does Claude have us do next? Create an upgrade page. Okay, so it's going to have us create an upgrade page. And then deploy to production. And then add a history page. Now let's update the user. I'm just looking at what Claude Code's telling me to do. Only then you add Stripe. Okay, after validating demand. All right. So we analyzed a third video. Let's see if it has the 3 out of 3. Okay. Now let's try analyzing a fourth to see if it blocks us. It should block us here. It should block us here. Analyze. Let's see if it blocks us. Monthly limit reach. Perfect. So that all works. Okay. That works. How amazing is this? Okay. So now let's go back into Claude Code and see what the next steps are. Share screen, window. All right. So Claude Coach is telling us exactly what to do. Test and polish. We did that. Check. Built the upgrade page. How do we build? What does the upgrade page look like? Upgrade to Pro. Oh, sick. Let's go. So let me remove this. Stop screen. Share screen. Window. Boom. Look at that. Upgrade to Pro. Free, 3 video analysis, AI-powered summaries, tweet generation, basic support, Pro, unlimited video analysis, priority AI processing, export to CSV JSON, API access, priority support. That's cool. Should we do the let's add a couple more features. Well, no, let's just get this live and then I'll add a couple more features. I'm going to add the AI chat. I'm going to do that after we get this live, though. Isn't that cool? That was all AI generated. Boom. Back to app. I'll do $9. Fuck it. Screw it. YouTube, don't demonetize me. Screw it. We'll do $9 a month. Okay. Deploy to production. All right, so let's deploy it to production. So let's do it. Let's deploy this. We'll go on Vercel and deploy this. We'll get this live on the internet. Vercel. All right, we're going to put this live on Vercel. This is a new project. Oh, we got to get this on GitHub. All right, we got to get this on GitHub first. So let's get this on GitHub. So let's go to github.com. We got to get the code on GitHub. New repo. Video, buddy. We'll make it private. Create repository. I predict a 1-second edit in the video's future, says the modeler. Yeah, we're going to be editing out. We're going to be editing out the part where my microphone went out for like 15 minutes, and then we're going to edit out the cursing. Which AI model do you use? Dev, I'm using Claude Opus inside Claude Code. Let's do this. Let's get this on GitHub. I'm going to go back into Claude Code. We're going to get this on GitHub. To get this on Vercel, I need this on GitHub. Please commit to my GitHub. All right, there we go. So that's going to commit it to GitHub. For my next live stream, I probably could have like nice, relaxing music in the background. Do this as we do this. Do you want to proceed? Yes. This is going to put it on GitHub, which is sick. As this is going, give me a 45-second pee break. I've been chugging water. So I'm going to have this put it on. Watch Claude Code work and put this on GitHub while I do a 45-second pee break. 1 second. Don't eat. We're back. We're back. We're back. By the way, the Claude folks should pay you for this. I can't imagine a better ad for Claude Code. Hey, message the Claude Code people and tell them that. Don't want to proceed. Thank you. Alex, working hard to help us. Yes, Llama Mama. First of all, shout out Llama Mama. Been here since the moment this stream started 2 hours ago. Was the first super chat in Alex Finn live streaming history, and is still here 2 hours later. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Llama Mama. All right. Let's see. Get ad. So what we're doing here, for those who don't know, we're getting the code on GitHub. GitHub is an online repository that stores code. Vercel is going to connect to GitHub to take the code and put it live on the internet, and we're going to be good to go. Do I want to proceed? Yes. So it's committing it, and it's going to push it live for us in a second. I'm going to hook it up to videobuddy.ai. Ooh, I do got to rename everything on the site so it says Video Buddy. Isn't this sick? How sick is this? How sick is this? We are so far in 2 hours, have an entire AI app built out. We have it hooked up to a database, hooked it up to authentication. It's about to be live on the internet. All right, here we go. Next steps after pushing. Can you push it for me? All right, so it's going to do that. Can you push it for me? Just do the command for me. Okay, I'll need to push it myself. Fine, I'll push it myself. Git push. Here we go. Oh, let me do a new terminal. New terminal. Here we go. Git push. Push it real good. All right, looks like it pushed. Let's see. Let's go back to GitHub. Share screen, window. Let's see if that worked. Let's see if we have the code now on GitHub. I'm going to refresh here. Boom, all the code's on GitHub. Now we should be able to hook this up. Video Buddy, boom, import. Let's go. Root directory. I need to put in the environment variables. So let me do this. I'm going to stop my screen share real quick. I'm going to go in full screen mode here. I'm going to copy and paste in my environment variables. I do not want you guys to see that because then you can steal everything. So let me paste that in real quick. And after I do this, this will be live. After I do this, this will be live on the internet. You won't be able to pay for it just yet, but you will be able to use the app for free and sign up for it, which will be sick. So let me just do this real quick. Next Supabase URL. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm just copying and pasting all my environment variables into Vercel. Like, you guys are seeing, I didn't edit anything here. You guys are seeing live everything that goes into building and launching a startup. Like, I didn't edit anything out. Everything I did to build this app, I did it live in front of you. Like, people, I tweet all day, like, everyone should be building stuff. Everyone should be building apps. Everyone should be doing this. Like, I just proved, I'm not lying. I just proved it. I just proved it. I just built an entire startup live on a live stream. We're going to monetize it in a second. We'll see if we can get our first customers. We'll see if we can get our first customers. We'll see. I'm deploying it. So it's deploying it right now. Let me share my screen again. I don't want to show you the environment variables. So create, okay, so it's here we go. Let me add to the stage. Okay, so it's deploying to the internet. So in a second, this will be live on the internet. I'm then going to add in the domain for videobuddy.io. This is crazy. We've been here for 2 hours. Isn't it crazy? It's 2 hours. We're about to have a live startup. A live startup in 2 hours. We might make our first penny. I'm probably getting the $17 tier on Claude real soon now. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Isn't Claude Code amazing? How much coding have we done so far? We haven't done any coding at all. We just talked to an AI. But you'll pay for Cursor and Claude. Well, you can get Cursor for free and then you just pay for Claude. Just do the hobby plan of Cursor. It's free. And then you pay for Claude. I'm going to be honest with you. For $17, the Claude $17 plan, you're not going to get a ton of usage. You probably won't get enough to build like a really, really good app. But you'll be able to test it out, make sure it's for you. And then if you want, you can upgrade to the $100 plan, which I think is worth doing. Okay, looks like initial commit, inspect deployment. Oh, build logs. We got an error? No errors. What is this? Why give me that? Why give me that logo if there are 0 errors? What happens when I do inspect deployment? Okay, options is defined but never used. Okay, so we have some build errors. So what we're going to do is the same thing we've been doing this entire stream, which is we copy it. We copy the error. We stop the screen share. We go back to Claude. Ooh, we change Claude so you can't see the environment variables. I go back in. I go to Claude Code. I go deployed to Vercel, but got these build errors. Pasted that in, hit enter. It's going to build, it's going to fix those. But I think you can use Sonnet. I don't think you can use Claude Opus. Yeah, you can use Sonnet, but you don't get a ton of usage out of it. So it's enough to use it and then make sure it's for you. And then, but I don't think you'll be able to build a full complete. I think you might be able to do what we did here on this stream, but I don't know if you'll be able to build like a full hardcore app. Like you're not gonna be able to build Creator Buddy. While you're here, by the way, if you're watching right now, we've been building a startup from scratch, from zero. We have a working app. I'll show you the working app again in a second. We're about to put it live on the internet. Then I'm going to put the domain on it. And I'm going to hook it up to Stripe so that there's payments. And we'll have a full startup live within 2 hours. And really the point of why I'm doing this live stream, I'm going to do it more often. We do this like once a week. What if I just like ship a startup once a week? The point of what we're doing is I'm showing you how anyone, regardless of your coding experience, can build and launch an app in no time. It's been 2 hours, and I'm about to have a startup live on the internet, a full working app with payments and Stripe and authentication and database and everything. All right. It pushed the changes, so let's redeploy. Let me show you that screen now. Share screen window. I feel like I can buy like a streaming hardware that allows me to switch this quickly. Redeploy. And I'm showing you, we're 2 hours in. We have a fully working app we built with Claude Code. We didn't write a single line of code. And we're going to have a fully working startup that can make money for us within 2 hours. That's pretty incredible. That's pretty amazing. So we're deploying it now. So time to ready. So right now it's deploying. We're going to see if we have any build errors here. If this works, it'll be live on the internet. Then I'm going to put a domain on it, which is Stream Deck Gadget can help you switch screens. Yeah, I think I got to get that if I'm going to be a hardcore streamer. I mean, I think this has been a pretty successful stream so far. We built out an app. We're about to have it live on the internet. Okay, let's see. Compiled. All right, we got some errors. That's fine. That is fine. We just give this back to Claude Code. We take this. We stop the screen share. We go back. These are just build errors within Claude Code or within Vercel that Claude can fix. Got these build errors now. Paste. It can go read that and then go fix it for us so that we can get this live on Vercel. We bought videobuddy.io. So videobuddy.io will be the domain. And then we're going to see if we can get some customers. We're going to see if we can get some customers for the app. And this isn't the end of this app, by the way. This isn't the end of this app. We're only going to make it better. We'll go back on live stream again and keep adding functionality to it. We'll add more features. We'll add the chat bot and all that. It'll be sick. Now let's see what it said. It seems the previous fixes didn't apply properly. Let me check the current state and fix all the ESLint errors. Do I want to proceed? Yes. Okay. Let's see the video buddy. Okay, so it's just fixing the errors for us. Let's go. Okay. Oh, because I didn't push. I gotta push. Okay, get push. Let's push this. Get push. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, we're good now. We're good now. Stop screen, share screen, window. All right, it's building. It's building. Let's see if this works. I think you should tell the update the ESLint if you have to ignore these errors. Yeah, it should be good now. It should be good now. I just had to push the update. So if this works, which it should, the app will be live. And for those who are new here, this is the app we built. It's an AI YouTube analysis app. You can put in a link for a YouTube video, analyze it, and AI gets you the transcript, analyzes the transcript, writes you tweets, does a whole bunch of cool things, which is really sick. So we're going to get this live. It's building right now. Error. That's fine. Here we go. Let's take the new errors. We just massage this. We go back. We go back to Claude Code. And we say, hey, we're getting some errors. No big deal. Here we go. Back to Claude Code. Okay, got these new errors. Boom. Paste. Enter. And now we're cruising. Claude Code's cruising. Again, for those who've been with us, we didn't write any code. Everything's being done through Claude Code. The issues that the ESLint configurator is trying to use TypeScript, but they might not be available in Next default. Let me fix the ESLint. Okay. Alex, before rolling out the app to public, how can you conduct a proof of concept with a few users online? It says Systeme. It's a really good question, Systeme. Really good question. So when I was building Creator Buddy last August, here's what I did. I started tweeting about it a lot, right? Every time I would build new features for Creator Buddy as I was building it, I would tweet out a video of me demoing it. Hey, look at this new feature I just built. Look at this new thing I just built. And it started to build energy for the app, right? So I was sharing my journey in public, right? I was sharing my journey. And then what I did was, after I started building a little energy around it, I put out a tweet. Hey, who wants to beta test Creator Buddy? And then I said, okay, if you want to beta test Creator Buddy, subscribe to me on X. And then I allowed all my subscribers on X to beta test Creator Buddy. And I had like 150 people beta testing it. And they gave me tons of feedback and tons of like, oh, fix this, add this, this would be cool. And then I implemented all that. And then I launched Creator Buddy in January. And we made $100,000 ARR in 5 minutes. We made $200,000 ARR in 2 hours. And now we're at $300,000 ARR 5 months later, right? So that's the playbook I would use, Systeme. That's what I would use, is like, share your journey as you're building it, get people to test it as the energy grows, and then launch it. Hey, Alex, love the channel. I just joined the stream. Is there any reason you aren't using the new Claude chat panel? Looks so much better than the terminal interface. What Claude chat panel? It says Evilist Steve. Where is there's a new Claude chat panel? Where is there a Claude chat panel? Is it this thing? If I click run Claude Code, am I going to get a Claude chat panel? Where's there a Claude chat panel? I just use a terminal. I think this is fine. That opens a chat panel. Oh. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks better. I guess it does look better. Yeah, I mean, this looks horrible on the right. You're right. Yeah, great. Good call out. I'll use this from now on. Good call out. I like that. Let's push this. Git push. All right. They just added it, so hopefully you can keep terminal open separately. Does Creator Buddy require X login, says Dev Emery? No, it doesn't. Claude Code does not, Creator Buddy does not require an X login. It syncs with your X without logging in. You just give it your handle and it'll sync your post from X, which is sick. All right, let's see if this build works. Let's see if we're live. Let's see if we are live. Stop screen share, share screen, window. All right, let's see if this builds, and we'll see if we're live on the internet. Once this is live, that means our app is live. Then we have 2 more steps. We're going to hook up the domain so it goes to videobuddy.io. Then we're going to hook up Stripe. We got an error. This is fine. Property get. Okay, so we're close here. This is small. This is small. Let me copy and paste this here. Boom. We go back into Claude Code. We're going to say, got this build error. Oh, no, that's not Claude Code. This is Claude Code. Got this build error. Good call out, by the way, Evelyn Steve. I do like that panel a lot more. But I'm going to, just because I have context in this chat, I'm just going to use this chat, then switch over to this one after. So it's building that out. Let's see, it's going to fix that error. Then we should be able to ship this and be live. Then we just hook up Stripe and we're good to go. And we have a working startup that we built in 2 hours and 16 minutes, from nothing to a full working startup. What do you guys think about this live stream concept? Pretty cool live stream concept, right? Live streaming, you just build a business from scratch. I feel like it's a pretty cool concept. I feel like there's no one else doing that out there. We're breaking new ground with AI content. Yeah, I was going to say you'll lose the context for the session, so don't switch yet. Sorry, work on something while watching you code. No problem, Evelyn Steve. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that recommendation, man. I got to blow my nose. I appreciate the recommendation. I actually learned something. Good. Thank you. That's awesome, Christopher Joseph. I also think this could be a cool way, these live streams, to be like code alongs, right? Like I start up the live stream, you guys join, and like you could be building your own thing. And I'm kind of like on the side building my app, and you can track my progress as I'm building. If you want to mute my annoying voice, you can do that and just watch me code if you want. Or you can be engaged and learn stuff and follow along as I build things. I feel like there's a lot of different ways we can go with the live stream, right? I feel like there's a lot of different. I'm going to do a new poll. So new poll, I'm doing experimentation. Here's a new poll. We're going to do this poll again. I'm curious, now that we're 2 hours in, where did you find this stream? X. Now that we're 2 hours in, I wonder how many people here came from X and how many people here found the stream on YouTube discoverability. Was discoverability good? I'm curious, now that we're 2 hours in, where did people come from to get to the stream? Oh, now it's mostly YouTube. Okay, see, that's the strength of the YouTube discovery. Now we're at mostly YouTube. Interesting. What are you building, CLX? You're building it right alongside me? What are you building? We could use Video Buddy to analyze this video. Wow. That's a good idea. I like that. Once this is live, well, I won't be able to do it because we're in the video now, but maybe next live stream we analyze the video. Maybe we can make that the live stream. Like next week we come on and I just keep building the startup. It's like a live stream startup. We just keep building it out. Like next week I come in and I start building new features out and you guys can track all the new features I put into it. I feel like that could be pretty cool, right? And we just spend every week adding more and layering more on and making it cooler. Ever since I got Claude, we can make it just like a code along. Like you just join, see how I'm building out new features, and I just build the app totally in public. I think that's a pretty cool idea. Ever since I got Claude Code, my life has changed. My friends keep asking me when I am coming out of hibernation. I kind of get that feeling too. I just code all day in it. It's so much fun, isn't it? Isn't it so much fun? All right, so we're going to run the build here. Make sure there's no errors. Hey, Alex, came from Starter Story. Amazing stuff. Thanks, Solomon. I hope you enjoyed that video. Wasn't it so cool doing that? I've been watching Starter Story for so long. Man, I have a dinner tonight. My voice is going to be shot for this dinner. Oh, well. I've been watching Starter Story for so long. So when they reached out to do the video, I was so pumped. And then I watched a video after. Some guy, I guess he doesn't like Starter Story or something. He puts out a video that's like, there's something fishy about this Starter Story. I think everyone on it is paying to be on there. I think it's a scam where people are paying to be on there. No, you're an idiot. First of all, they reached out to me. They DM me like, "Hey, we love your story. You want to be on it?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. That'd be awesome." Pretty cool. Got a lot of exposure. Grew my YouTube a lot. Grew my X account a lot. Sick. Starter Stories. Watch the video if you haven't yet of the Starter Story stuff. Really cool stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. Is it building out? Git push. All right, let's push this. And by the way, if you're watching right now, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Turn on notifications. That's an important one. Turn on the bell next to the notifications, next to the subscribe button, because I'll go live and you'll be able to follow the whole journey of us building this app out. I'm just going to keep building this app out on live stream. So we're going to launch it today. We built this app live today from scratch. And next week, we're going to go live again, and we're going to keep adding new features onto it. Okay, so we just pushed it. Let's see if it worked, shall we? So we just fixed some errors. What we're going to do now is we're going to see if this compiled and went live on Vercel. And when it does that, the startup will be live. We'll just need to add Stripe to it so that we can do payments. Not to change the topic, but do you have any recommendations on how to get Claude to follow the rules more closely? Continued. All right, I'd like to see the second part of that. Oh, we're live. Okay, boom. Let's do this. We are live. So let's see. Let's domains. Okay. Wow, it's live. All right, so technically it's live and you can test this right now. I want to put this on videobuddy.io. So our startup is live. It doesn't have the payment set up yet. It has auth and everything. So payment's not set up. We have to set up payments. We'll do that in a second. Alex, you're the reason I'm up coding all night. It's too much fun. Isn't it so much? It's just fun. I was talking with someone about this. Was it this morning? I think it was this morning I was talking to someone about it. And it's just like something about coding and building. It's so gratifying because you put work in, right? You put work in, like you're coding with AI, and you immediately get feedback, right? You code it and then you have it. It's tangible. You built something. And there's something incredibly gratifying about it. And for me, it's like almost more gratifying than content. Because with content, you film it and you put it out. You don't get immediate gratification. You got to wait. You don't know if it does well. But like with coding and building, you code it and it's live and it's tangible and it's real, you know? And that's pretty amazing in my opinion. Let's put this on a domain. So let's add a domain. Add a domain to connected, after being connected. What do we got? Is it like do I put in like www. Let's just put in videobuddy.io. Where are we? Videobuddy.io. And save. Domain added to project. Invalid configuration. Learn more. The DNS records that your provider must match the following records to verify and connect your domain. Okay, so I need to go on GoDaddy now and set this up. So I'm going to set this up right now. It's got to, it's got to be, here we go. I'm going to set this up so that you can go to videobuddy.io to do this. I got to set up. I don't know if technically I should be showing you those things, but whatever. If someone steals it, they steal it. Who cares? Let's go full screen. Here we go. Let me copy this. Let me go over to my DNS provider. and put this in. So what we're doing now is we're hooking up the domain. So I bought videobuddy.io. I'm now going, I'd close your API keys tab so you don't accidentally show stuff. Yeah, good call. Thank you. Who did that? Who said that? Modelier. Thank you, Modelier. All right. Let me set up the DNS domain so I can domain. So our site is live. You can go right now and check it out. But what I'm going to do is the DNS records provider must match the following: CNAME www, CNAME www, value, and then let's do this. Let me check this out. And then this will be, yes, the feedback loop, exactly. Yes, the feedback loop praise. Says Snacklemore. Snacklemore, what was the original question? Yes, the feedback loop praise. Exactly. So we're going to get this live. I'm just hooking up. So we have the app live. You can go right now if you want to check it out. If you want to be the first ones checking it out, videobuddy.vercel.app. And then now I'm going to hook it up to videobuddy.io so that you guys can test it out. So 1 second as I do that in GoDaddy, as I set up the DNS. 1 second, please. I'm just copying and pasting these over. Save. By clicking continue verify, you update your DNS records, verify your identity, continue and verify. Sorry, I'm not sharing this. I just don't want for security, enter your one-time password sent to your email. Okay, I'm just entering my password. For those following along, all I'm doing is setting up the DNS domain for my website now. The app is about to be live. We're about to set up. Llama Mama signed up. Llama Mama signed up. Shout out Llama. Llama Mama was the first super chat. And now the first person to sign up for Video Buddy. That's hilarious. Shout out Llama Mama. She's hardcore. All right. Let's see now. Let's hide this and see if we got this set up. Refresh. 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 Ooh, generating a certificate. Okay, we're almost there. Learn more. All right. We're almost there. A with the @ edit, copy, value, save. All right, we're almost live here. Continue and verify. Enter the 6-digit code we just sent to my email. I want to make sure no one's messing with me here. Let me do that real quick. Verify. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. As I know this is not the most interactive portion of the live stream as I set up the domain, but in a second, we are going to have a live startup on the internet. I just want to make sure it is hooked up. There's an error for the sign-in, says Dev. Okay, we'll fix that. Google Authentication might not be working. Oh, that's true. Google Authentication probably not working. I'll have it remove Google Authentication. It's probably just normal auth only. Let me refresh everything, see if it's working. We could not generate a cert for Video Buddy because the required HTTP challenge failed. What? What? We are setting up the domain here real quick. Thanks for bearing with me. Maybe we'll keep it off videobuddy.io for now if this is going to give me a pain. I don't feel like dealing with like domain issues right now. Videobuddy.io. And we'll just set up the Stripe without doing the domain if this is going to be like this is just an issue I do not feel like dealing with right now, setting up the domain. Connect environment production, domain www.video. Redirect to another domain, save. I think Google Authentication's not working. But is regular authentication working? I think regular authentication for the app must be working, right? So for those just joining, let me show my screen. Share screen window. We are shipping Video Buddy live in a second. We built this from scratch at the beginning of the stream. It is a AI YouTube analyzer. You put in a domain for YouTube. It analyzes the transcript, gives you an entire summary, gives you tweets to put out about the script, gives you the full transcript, and it is about to be live. We built it from scratch, and it is about to be live. Let's do this. Let's not focus on the domain right now, because that is something I do not feel like troubleshooting. We are going to hook up Stripe. So let's hook up Stripe so there's payments. So let's go back into Claude Code, present, share screen, window. Okay, so let's say this. Okay, let me make my screen bigger here. Okay, it is now live on Vercel. What are the next steps? Do we hook up Stripe? I have a dinner tonight and my voice is shot. I think, yeah, Google Auth isn't working, but the regular auth should be working. Salman, congratulations on getting it live before Stripe. Let's make sure the core functionality works properly. Test live app functionality. So let's test it live. Ooh, my voice is shot. Sign in. Let me sign in. Okay, so sign in works. Llama Mama, were you able to use the app after you signed up? Let me check my database, Llama Mama, to see if we have 3 users so far. That's sick. So I have 0 analysis count, Llama Mama, and Salman, I have 0 analysis count for you. Do you want to check it out to see if the analysis works? Just put in a link for any YouTube video and let me know if the app works for you. All right, here's what I recommend. First, test the app. Verify a 3 video limit. Test the video analysis works. Yep. Llama Mama and Salman are signed up. Amazing work for 2 hours. Salman, does the analysis work for you? Can you analyze a video? Test that out for me, Salman. Okay, let me test. Yeah, perfect. Let me know if that works. And now we can hook up Stripe. Trying it now. Excellent. Thank you. For Stripe integration, we need a Stripe account, create a product, the free tier and a pro tier, and set up the webhook endpoint. Yes. Let's set up Stripe. So all I'm doing to set up the payment processing is saying set up Stripe, and it's going to walk us through that step by step. How can we find it now? You would go to videobuddy.vercel.app. videobuddy.vercel.app. And it should work for you. www.videobuddy. Videobuddy.vercel.app. And it should be live, which is sick. Valid configuration. Let me see if the domain worked now. www.videobuddy.io. Oh, it works. Videobuddy.io works. Videobuddy.io now works. You now can log in. Videobuddy.io. You now the site's live. Site is live. So now we're just setting up Stripe. So the site is live. Now we're just going to set up Stripe. To celebrate the site being live, leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Very critical. Turn on the bell icon for notifications. Very critical. Because when we do the live stream next week, we're going to keep adding features to this. We're going to keep adding features on. Just test the analysis works perfectly. Let's go. Let's go, Salman. That is awesome. Oh, and let me see. Is the poll still going live? Oh, X ended up being 55%. Okay, so the YouTube crowd grew on here. X was still 55%. Okay. Let's see. All right, so it's setting up Stripe now. And in a second, so let's go on Stripe over here. I'm going to set up the app. So dashboard. So I'm letting Claude Code set this up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new Am I creating? Yeah, I'm creating a new account, right? You can update the name at any time. Video buddy. Create. I'm doing this on Stripe right now. So on Stripe, I'm setting up a new app that is going to have the payment like products in there. Okay. Let's skip this for now. All right, so what do we got over here? Let's also create documentation. Now let's update the, okay, so it's setting up Stripe in our app. How many of you guys tried the email sign up? Email confirmation emails point and look. Oh yes, I got to change one thing in here. I got to change one thing. Oh, let me do this to make this work. Yeah, the email might not work. I have to change what server this is pointing to. Next public app URL. Apologies for that. Let me do this. Let me go back into Vercel. So for those who want to know what I'm doing right now, I'm adding a new environment variable for the pointing to the server so that the emails go to the right place. So let's do this. Next public app URL. www.videobuddy. www.videobuddy.io. Apologies, just getting this set up, save. Okay, cool. So that should be fixed now. Yeah, the confirmation email redirects to localhost. But it still got you signed up though, Solomon. Like there's no other don't use Google to sign up. Don't use Google to sign up. Yep, I can log in, just letting him know. Depending on your app though, you may want to make sure email users are legit. Otherwise you get a bunch of bots, fake accounts. Yeah, we'll get that fixed. What database are you using? I'm using Supabase. So we're pushing the Stripe integration. Okay. So let's share Claude code so you can see what I'm doing to integrate Stripe. Create Stripe products and okay. So let's set up Stripe. We set up Stripe. Add Stripe environment variables to Vercel. Run the database. Migration. Okay, so we're going to need to create products in Stripe. Let's see here. Switch to a live account. Activate my account. Okay, I'm not going to share my screen because I'm activating my account. Would you like to link? But once I set up my Stripe account over here, then I will share my screen. I can show you how to set this up. Where did you get that from? Where did you get that error, Sportsmade? It looks good though. I'll put through some tests tomorrow for you to send feedback. Great work, Alex. Oh yeah, don't sign up with Google. The Google stuff's not working. I'm going to remove the Google sign up. Sign up just by entering in a username and password. Show customers your climate commitment. No, thank you. Review, agree, and submit. Yeah, just sign up. Don't use Google Auth. The Google Auth isn't working at the moment. We'll implement that soon. I'm just implementing Stripe now. Don't want to copy anything from your sandbox. Don't copy anything. Okay, so we need to set up Stripe. Follow the Stripe setup markdown. Was I just I was just showing the freaking environment variable. Was it showing any full environment variable? No, it wasn't showing any full environment variable. That was the risk we took. That was the risk we took doing this live. That was the risk we took doing this live. Good news is the good news is we weren't showing any full environment variables. You have the first half. You have the first half of it. God damn it. That's the risk of doing it live. We were showing all the environment variables. The good news is it was only showing. I gotta blow my nose. The good news is we were just showing the first half of all the environment variables. You couldn't see the full environment variable. You couldn't see the full environment. You can only see the first half. So if you want to go and try to guess the next 50 characters, the environment variable, you can go ahead. Classic. God damn it. Am I demonetized yet? Sorry, YouTube. Don't demonetize me, please. Anyway, let's get this set up, shall we? So set up the Stripe account, add Stripe environment variables to Vercel. All right, so God damn it. All right, so let's share the screen again, but not share the environment variables. It's a fun stream, huh? All right. No environment variables being shared. All right. So look, the AI built out the Stripe integration guide for us. So we created our account, get the API key. So go to developer, API keys, copy your test keys. So go to developer, API keys, API keys, copy your test keys. How about we do this? Let's do it. Screw it. We'll just keep doing it. Copy your test keys. Publishable key starts with PK test. Copy your publishable key. Okay. Add them to, okay. Now I have to add the environment variables. So let's stop the screen share, shall we? And let me, how do I make it so? All right, here we go. Let me go to my environment variables to set this up the right way. Stripe setup, publishable key. All right, where's my Stripe publishable key here? Oh, let's do this. Let's do, I'm setting up the Stripe keys. I'm just setting up the Stripe keys right now so that people can make payments. Reveal my secret key. Use a secret key or touch ID. Continue. Continue. Copy. Excuse me for 1 second while I am setting up the Stripe keys. I don't want, if you guys see these keys, then we're truly cooked. If you guys see the keys I'm putting in right now, then we're truly cooked here. This is the secret key. I'm setting up the Stripe payments so we can start accepting payments on the site. Webhook secret. Let me get that. Create product and price. Okay, so now we got to create our products. So done. Let's create our products. Product catalog. All right, now I'll share my screen for this. Share screen window. Hopefully I don't show anything. Okay, let's create a product. All right, this will be Video Buddy Pro. Recurring, $9. Monthly. Add product. Okay, so we have that. Now, copy the price ID, starts at price underscore. So let's go here. That's the product ID. I hope these things aren't private. We want the price ID. So I'm going to take the price ID. I'm going to put this in my environment variable. And then we need the webhook secret. Webhook secret's probably not one thing you want to see. So let me stop the screen share there. And then let's see. Go developers, webhooks. All right, we're getting the webhook. So I'm just setting up all the payments for this. And then at the end of this, like our startup will be live. Our startup will be live. Add an endpoint. So we created destination, endpoint URL. I'm just setting this up. www.videobuddy.io/API webhook. Yeah, true. I'm looking again. Partial key. Subscribe, big dog. Thank you, T. Ross. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you, T. Ross. For those who are just joining, we're building out a full startup live. Right now, I'm just implementing Stripe so we can accept payments. But we built from scratch an entire application from zero. I'm just setting up payments now. After this, we'll have a full startup live in one live stream. Add endpoint URL. Sorry, I can't share this because it has like the secret webhooks on it. Select events. We are doing checkout session complete. Checkout session. And we're going to do this every week. Every week, we're going to do a live stream where I just add on to the startup. Customer subscription updated. And we're just going to keep adding features and keep building the startup out. Customer subscription deleted. Boom. Add events. Okay. And then we copy the signing secret. So let me add the endpoint. Now I need the signing secret. Reveal. Copy. Put that into my local environment. I'm sorry I can't show you guys this, and this is not a very visual section of the live stream. Evilist Steve, my man, welcome. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. That really means a lot. Seriously. I'm new to YouTube, so people joining and doing things like that means a lot. Really does. Really, really does. Thank you. All right. We have it set up. Okay, I think we have Stripe set up. I now need to just go into Vercel and add these environment variables. So hold on 1 second while I do this because I can't show you these environment variables either. Stripe secret key. And my Stripe secret key is ABRL. Oh, I'm kidding. It's not it. Boom. Save. My secret Stripe key. Put this in. Boom. Save. Once I'm done this, once you watch me copy and paste these 4 things into Vercel, we are going to have, I think, payment set up so that we can start accepting customers. Boom. Boom. Save. And then one more thing. Bear with me here. Boom. Boom. Save. Okay. I think we have it set up. Let me look at one more thing here. Let's now I'll show you. Now I can share my screen. Present, share screen, window. Will you add it to the Creator Buddy ecosystem? Says Azuz. Yeah, this is going to be in the Buddy ecosystem. Azuz, this will be in the Buddy ecosystem. This is Video Buddy. Of course, it's in the Buddy ecosystem. This will be built on top of Buddy Rewards. Yep. Absolutely. $8 a month is well worth it. Glad to support you. You help me more than my Windsurf subscription does in the dumpster after OpenAI bought them. Thank you, Evilist Steve. That means a lot, man. I appreciate that. So we did all that. Configure the customer portal, update the production environment, update public to the production URL. We did that. Now let's take this SQL code and run it in the database. I think profiles, I think we have that in there already. Yeah, we have that already. I don't need to do that. Test the integration. Okay. So I'm going to sign up. Let's see this. Let's see if this works. Let's see if we can go to paid. Let me sign in real quick, and then we'll see if we can pay for this and see if the startup is live. Never. Here we go. Share. Here we go. Moment of truth. Is our startup live? Upgrade to Pro. Upgrade now. Oh, we got to push. We got to push. We got to push this live. Let me push this live. Let me push this live. Once I got to push all our code changes. I did all the steps. Let me see. Let me do git push. Git push. Everything up to date. Okay. All of the environment variables are set, but when I click upgrade now, it says to contact support. Did we set it up so it works with Stripe when I click that button? Okay, so I'm just making sure that this upgrade now button connects to the Stripe so that it goes through the payment screen. So let's make sure that works real quick. I see the issue. Look at you're using the live Stripe keys, and you mentioned following the test hub. Let me check the upgrade page to see if it's showing the support message. Bun should be working. The issue is that is being passed as undefined because the environment variables aren't directly accessible in client components. Let me fix this. Let me. Oh, let's we updated. I got to refresh the build because we added new environment variables. So we got to go deployments. Oh, here, I see what it is. I see what it is. I see the error. Got this build error. Okay, so we just had a build error that we're fixing real quick. Once we fix this build error, we will be able to see this live. I see the issue, Stripe API version mismatch. Let's fix that. Okay, so I'm just in Claude Code fixing a build error we got. And then this should be working. I'll share my screen just so you can see what Claude Code's doing. Window, Stripe setup. Okay, so it's going to push this. I got to just exit out of that environment variables page. I'm getting a heart attack every time I share my screen in Claude Code now. All right. Let's do this. Let's check this out. Let's check this out. All right, we just need this to build. Share screen window. All right. We're getting there. We're almost 3 hours in. Let's see if by the 3 hour mark, we have a full startup live accepting customers. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, error. Let's see what we got here. Let's give this to Claude Code. Let's give this to Claude Code. Let's give this to Claude Code. Stop screen, share screen, window. Got this build error now. And I'm showing you every step, every error I get, right? I show you exactly how I handle it. We haven't done any coding. We're just talking to the AI to get things fixed, right? We just say, hey, there's an error. Can you fix this for us? And Claude Code is so good that it's able just to fix it. The error is because user needs a suspense boundary. Let me fix this. It's kind of cool seeing what a typical day is for you. Yeah. I mean, this is how I code. This is how I build Creator Buddy. I'm starting this weekend with Claude Code. Thanks for your content. Of course, Sam. Make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications down below. What is Vercel? Vercel. Siri just fucking, I gotta stop cursing. Siri just talks to me throughout the day. I'm not even talking to it. What am I building? We're building a AI startup. we're building a YouTube AI startup where you put in a link for a YouTube video and it analyzes your video, gives you tweets, tells you what's in the transcript, does a full AI analysis. Your app should now be deployed. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. We got it. Are we live here? Is the startup live? Is the startup live is the question. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We're building. Come on, baby. Can we get this in under 3 hours, a full startup? Can we get a full startup in under 3 hours? And Alex is using Claude Code inside of Cursor right now. Yep. This is Cursor, but I'm using Claude Code inside of Cursor, Sam. Sam Skeletor. I like that. It's now building. Is our, ready. Okay. It's ready. It is ready. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. All right. Upgrade to Pro. Did we build a startup in under 3 hours? Upgrade now. Damn it. We're close. We're closer. We're closer. I wonder if, let me just check something real quick. Do I got any logs? Oh, thank God I did not switch over. Let's see. When was this? 4:47. That was 10 minutes ago. Let's see. I'm catching up to you. I'm in Xbase's transcript's about 75% done. You're building a full startup during this too. All right. So we got an error with the Stripe checkout. Got this error when I tried to do the Stripe checkout. I'm back in Claude Code. Let me share my screen so you can see what I'm doing in Claude Code. I just put the error in here. YouTube scraper that tells you about the YouTube video you link like a wrapper. So it's not a scraper. It's not scraping it. I'm using another API that gives me the full transcript. And then I am taking the transcript from the API and then doing an AI analysis on it. Are you putting a feature where you can see logs into your things? What do you mean by that? All right, let's see what here. Perfect. The suspense boundary. Okay, let's check what's happening in the Stripe checkout API. The 500 error means there's something failing on the server side. Okay, let's see. Is there anything in my logs? Nothing in the logs. Let's see. Load more. Claude is doing an analysis here. Let's see. I want to create my checkout session. www.videobuddy.ai. We are just debugging this. Oh, successful API request, successful and 4 failed. Okay, so it's getting them. API keys. I'm just doing some debugging on my side inside Stripe. Webhook. Okay, it's checking on Stripe to see what it's doing. Events. Okay, so it's got new customers in there. A new price called was created. New product was created. Logs. Okay, here we go. The success URL was not URL. Okay, I found the errors. Let's give them to them. Here we go. URL invalid. Here's the error. Here is the error from Stripe. Okay, seems to be an invalid URL in there. I see the issue. The URLs are missing. The HTTPS protocol. Stripe requires fully formed URLs. Let me fix this. Okay, cool. So it's fixing the URL for us. So Claude just fixes everything, right? It's just, you put the error in, it's fixed. The issue is still next public app URL is still set to, and your app is deployed to video, but let me update the Stripe config to use the correct URL. Perfect. It should work. Basically, you can put in your YouTube video and it will transcribe it, analyze it, and generate a summary and a tweet about the video. And we're only going to improve it. Every time we go live, we're going to improve it. We're going to add new features. And we built it all from scratch during this live stream. Now let's commit and push these changes. Okay, we're just going to put this live. Hit push. All right. Let's see. Stop screen share. Share screen window. All right, baby. Build. Also, don't forget to environment variable and Vercel. Next public app URL. Environment variable. Oh, let me stop the screen share here. Let me make sure my URL, my environment variables are all right. Environment variables. Next public Stripe Pro. Next public app URL. www.videobuddy.io. Oh, make sure it's. Okay, I'm just updating this. Edit. Save. Okay. We're close. We're close. We are close. All right, this should work. Let's share the screen. If this doesn't work, I might just need to redeploy. So let's refresh. This only analyzes videos with captions and no shorts, even with captions. Okay, let's see this. Will it work? Will our startup be live? Moment of truth. Did we build and launch a startup from scratch? Subscription successful. You now have unlimited access. Back to app. All right. I don't want to call it successful just yet. I want to make sure it upgraded me. Well, first, let me see if it gave me. Fuck, my phone's dead. Let me see if it. I keep cursing. I got to stop cursing. Are you actually paying for it? Yeah, I'm going to pay for it. It's my own app. If I'm not going to pay for my own app, who will? If I'm not going to pay for my own app, who will? Let me see if it did accept the payment. So technically the startup's live. It just might be a little bit buggy because I got to make sure it actually upgraded me. Let's see. Did someone else pay too? Okay, it didn't upgrade my subscription tier. Oh, we have our first customer. Someone else bought it too. Yeah, I'm checking my database right now. It did not upgrade me. Okay, I need to. All right, let's debug this. Let's debug this. So we're one step away. Payments work. We're accepting payments. We got our first customer. I don't want to say their email out loud because I don't want to dox their email. But if you're here, I'm just going to say part of the email. Imala, if you're here, first customer, shout out you. I'm going to give you a bunch of free months for doing that. Let me check. Let me debug this real quick. I'm going to give you a bunch of free months. Don't you worry about it. Okay, the payment worked and the subscription was created, but it doesn't look like it upgraded them in the database to premium. It still says they're free under subscription tier and the limits weren't increased. Okay. You just got to, it's quick fix, right? The webhook isn't being triggered or processed correctly. Let me fix a few things. And just as a side note, in the app, when I paid, it said successful. So the app clearly knew about it. So when you're using Claude Code 2, just as a side note, if you hit escape, it'll stop whatever it's doing, and you can add more context and then hit enter, and then it'll resume where it was, but with your added context. So always do that if you're doing something you forgot to add context in. You're right, the success page shows up, but the webhook isn't updating the database. Let me check the webhook implementation. Okay, so we have one little bug left, which is it's not updating the database to pro when the user pays. So we're going to do that now. We're going to get that fixed. And then whoever signed up and bought, if you're the one who signed up and bought, say it in the chat, because I don't want to say your email address out loud. So I don't know which username goes to which email address. So whoever that is, say you're the one who did it so I can shout you out. And then I'll upgrade you to pro manually myself. Let's see what we got here. However, since the success, let's create a temporary solution that updates the user immediately after successful checkout while we debug the webhook. Okay. Okay, so it's just debugging that, which is nice. Maybe it was organic. There's no way it was organic. How would someone find videobuddy.io 3 minutes after I created it? And there's no way. Hey, if it was organic, then I didn't bought, but I was checking. That was me, says Azu. I didn't bought. I was just checking if it was working. That was me. Oh, did you not buy? What happened? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Let's see here. Okay, we got the changes. Let's push these changes. Push. Your free months are up. Oh, yeah, your free months are up, Azuz. That would be amazing. Site cannot be reached. Don't use the Google sign up. Don't use the Google sign up. Don't authenticate through Google. I'm going to remove the Google off for now. Don't sign up through Google. Just do the manual, like you type in a password and everything. Perfect. I've added to immediate when users return from their Stripe check, the Apple immediately verify their payment upgrade in the Pro. For the webhook to work properly, please verify in your Stripe dashboard to ensure users are upgraded right away. Even if the webhook has issues, once it's deployed, future payments should upgrade users immediately. Let me see if there was any logs in the webhook for reasons why this wouldn't work. 3 events, all succeeded, failed. Oh, the webhook failed. Okay. Why did the webhook fail? Why did the webhook fail? Okay, the session complete. It paid, but it didn't. Temporary redirect. I don't know. All right. Let me do this. I'm just sorry, guys. I'm just debugging this. I just checked the webhook logs and the session complete failed, even though it accepted payments. Here were the logs, the response. I'm just putting in the response in there from Stripe to see what the issue was. Yeah, once we have this fixed, I mean, it's pretty much live. What's wrong with the Google OAuth? I have to do, I think, more setup. I think I have to do more setup to make the Google OAuth work. So just do them. You type in a username and password. Just do it that way. But we are basically one step away from shipping a live startup in our first live stream 3 hours in. And if you watch this beginning to end, you'll see how you can build a startup of your own by yourself, no coding required. Let's see what it said. The webhook is being redirected to log in with the 307. This means the webhook endpoint is being authentication. It needs to be publicly accessible. Let's fix that. Exclude. Okay, cool. I'm having an upgrade now. Sat on processing for around 20 seconds. It says subscription, you are now have unlimited access. It says Evilist Steve. Evilist Steve. Evilist Steve. First paying customer to Video Buddy. Let me check to see if it worked on my side. And for my own account, what should my tier be in Supabase? for premium. So I can manually do that. To get Google login, we need to set up the Google credentials. Yeah, I need to set up some Google credential stuff, which I'll do after this. One thing or question I have, and I don't see any YouTubers talk about, when you make something you are starting an LLC or just making it and doing it later, just make it and do it later. Don't worry about the legal stuff at first. Don't let the legal stuff be your blocker. Don't let the legal stuff be your blocker. Don't worry about it. Just set it up. Oh, it worked. You got Pro. Evil Steve, you got Pro. It worked for you. You should have unlimited uses now. Evil Steve, I'm giving you a bunch of months for free. Evil Steve, as the first paid user, I'm going to give you a year for free. I'm giving Evil Steve, you paid for the first month. I'm giving you the next year free. I'm going to figure out how to do that after this. So that means, let me make sure the unlimited works. No, Evilist Steve, you rock, man. That means a lot, dude. It means a lot, Evilist Steve. You'd come in here, watch me build this from scratch, and then just buy it, sight unseen. That's incredible. I'm giving you the next year for free. Evilist Steve, are you on Twitter too? Evilist Steve, do you have a Twitter? Do you have a Twitter account, Evilist Steve? I am just checking to make sure the pro stuff works on my side. Let's see here. Oh, where am I? Oh, here we go. Pro. Evilist Steve, do you have a Twitter? Cannot edit and read only editor. I got to make my own thing pro. Evilist Steve, also check to make sure you have unlimited uses, but you should have unlimited uses. So that's it. We did it. I have a bunch of accounts, including YouTube. I'll shoot you a message through the YouTube perk. Yeah, Evilist, shoot me a message on YouTube and shoot me a message on Twitter as well. I'm going to give you some free time in Creator Buddy as well. I want to make sure you get free time in Creator Buddy too for doing that. You get to try out my other app I shipped and launched. So we did it in 3 hours and 12 minutes. Let me do one more thing before we wrap this. How do I manually change it to Pro? It says it's in read-only mode when I try to change it in Supabase. We're going to do this. I'm going to give you one last demo. I got to hop off and get ready for it. Thanks for all the work, man. I really enjoy these videos. I thank you. I appreciate you. Woohoo. Llama Mama, thanks for sticking in there, beginning to end. Where ID equals, let me do this. Oh, how did I know what my ID was? That's interesting. Let me do this. I want to do one thing before we wrap, which is do a final demo. Success. Let me make sure I set my stuff up. Perfect. Let's go. We did it. We did it. We friggin' did it. Let me share my screen. We're live. We did it. So let me refresh this. Pro. Look at that, Pro. I kicked over my water bottle. Look at that Pro badge, baby. Unlimited uses. Let's do it. So if you just joined here towards the end, we, in the last 3 hours and 13 minutes, use it really fast before I go. Okay, I'll use it really fast before you go. Let's analyze a video. Boom, analyze video. Here we go. For those in the last 3 hours and 13 minutes, we came up with an idea for a startup. We built the startup. We built the functionality. We added AI functionality. We added a database. We added authentication. We hooked it up to Stripe so we can accept payments. We bought a domain. We hooked it up to the domain. We shipped it. We launched it. We got our first customer. And now we're live. If we can build a startup in 3 hours and 14 minutes, you can do the same thing. Let's see. Here's the analysis. The video, sentiment, the summary of the video, the key takeaways, the main topics. It generated us tweets about this. It gave us a quote tweet, gave us pro tips, and then gave us an entire transcript of the video. We designed this, built this, and launched this in 3 hours and 13 minutes. How sick is that? And now we have our first customer. Shout out Evilist Steve, our first customer. How amazing is that? That's full AI. So an AI went in and did all this. An AI did all this for us. That is so sick. I just got to fix the Google auth. Before I put out a tweet now, if you want to sign up, videobuddy.io. I still got, so here's what we're going to do. If you're new to the live stream, if you're new to the YouTube channel, I'm going to do these live streams often. We'll do this every week. We'll just keep adding to this. So next week we'll come in, I'll add new features, new functionality, add new pricing tiers, add new cool AI stuff. We'll keep adding to this. This is only day one. This is the first live stream we did, I think, which is a revolutionary concept, building startups live on here, right? We'll keep adding to this, keep building it. It'll be completely chat driven. So all you guys in the chat will come in, give me ideas. I'll add it into the app. We did it in 3 hours. This usually would take months to do. Using AI, we did this in 3 hours. We built and launched this. It's live now. You can go to videobuddy.io and buy this now. Use it now for free. You can use it now for free. Analyze videos, get transcripts. Unbelievable. In 3 hours, we shipped it. We wrote it, shipped it, built it, designed it. And now it's live on the internet. And now we have our first customers too. We got our first customer. Shout out Evilist Steve, my man. If you learned anything at all, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Turn on the bell icon so next time I do a live stream, you can join immediately and continue the journey of Video Buddy. You can continue the journey of Video Buddy. 3 hours from zero to this, a full startup making money, a full money-making startup in 3 hours. Isn't that cool? Shout out everyone who joined too. Sam, I appreciate you joining. Evilist Steve, you're the man. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being the first customer. I'm going to get you on here for free. I'm going to get you in Creator Buddy too, man. Hit me up. Magnum MFer, thanks for being here beginning to end. Modeler, Excalibur is always my main man. Thank you, Excalibur. I appreciate you, buddy. Llama Mama, beginning to end. First subscriber on YouTube as well. I appreciate you, Llama Mama. Systeme, we did it. Tony Zoo, if you are in here right now, if you're one of 38 people and you're getting the chat, just so I can thank you, shout you out, make sure other people subscribe to you and follow you. I do this. I put out multiple videos a week. All I do is make awesome videos about building with AI. I'm going to keep adding more of this. We're going to keep doing more live streams, building stuff out like this. A lot of cool stuff we're going to be doing. This is just day one. This is just the beginning. If you have any feedback, let me know. If you have any feedback, DM me. So you can DM me on Twitter. Go on Twitter at AlexFinX. X is at AlexFinX. Make sure to follow me. Message me. Say, hey, I was in your live stream. And if you have any feedback, let me know. I want to follow everyone here who was in this live stream. Make sure to DM me. Thank you for your amazing content. You motivate me to build. That's amazing. Real Cruiser, appreciate you being here. Design O'Deal Studio, thank you for being here. This is awesome. Love this new AI age. As a software architect, prior to trade, makes the project I'm working on take weeks instead of months, years. We did it. We completed the challenge. We built and shipped a startup in just one sitting, in one live stream. We did it. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like down below. Make sure to subscribe. Turn on the bell notification so next live stream you get alerted so you can continue the journey of Video Buddy. Love you all. Thank you so much. We'll be back We'll be back again soon to complete this. Talk soon, everyone. Love you. Bye.